Do 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 do. Whoops. That's not what I want to do. That's not. Oh, shit. That's not. Shush me. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Oops, I forgot to actually pull up the text to speech. There we go. Alright. Anywho, why does it always take me this long to actually do this? Good question. Alright. Hold on. Kawaii horse. Interesting. Alright. What the hell? Oh, interesting. Alright. Anyway. Well. Okay. Let's see here. Let's just and plant. Okay. Let's hope that this works. Let's test kickout. So let's start with YouTube. Okay, that works. Let's try Twitch out.
Test.
Cool. Then let's try... Not that's Twitch, sorry. Let me try kick out now. Let's listen, see if kick works. Shh.
Test.
So, hell, I changed the title of this thing. Wait, what the hell? Oh, that's my description. Whoops.
Hi, caller, hi.
Hello, how you doing? Sorry, one sec.
OTDS is quiet.
Is it? Oh, oops, hold on. There's a reason for that. My apologies. There's a reason for that. My apologies. Hold on. I'm hearing myself twice. 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 My apologies. Alright. I'm hearing myself twice.
Pause the stream you're watching.
Alright.
Pause the stream you're watching.
I know. I'm just like... Hello. Okay. Sorry, I need to change the title of something. Well, I need to change the title of the kick one real quick before I finish, so... no, that's not it. This one. Here it is. Boom, and boom. There we go. Perfect. Alrighty. Okay. Ooh, actually, I am going to check up. I'm gonna check on a commission real quick. Hold on. One moment. I am going to check up on a commission that I've been looking for. Please tell me I'm not showing my screen. Okay, thank God I am not, or I'm not showing the window that I'm on.
Commission?
Yeah, I had a commission that I submitted, and I'm still seeing if I got anything? The answer is no. No, I have not. Unfortunate. I was trying to see if there was like a commission that that I was, you know, going to receive, but I still haven't received it yet, so it's fine. This person kind of like got like the reason why right. The reason why like how do I say it? This person like I submitted, they kind of had a lot of people that how do I say it? They had a lot of people that kind of commission them, and like they give constant updates, so I think I just commissioned somebody that had like way too many commissions at the time, so I'm just basically like waiting. I'm like waiting. I think I'm like really far down the watch list, or the queue. So they're like, you know, and I don't even think this person like draws full time, so let's be honest. I think the person I commissioned like draws full time either, so I'm just basically like waiting for this person to actually have the time to actually draw. So I don't know. I thought this person was full time because like, you know, I thought this person was full time, but apparently that's not entirely true because how do you say it? I was gonna say. Yeah, that's not entirely true. Because the person, like, how do I say this? Yeah, I don't know. This person probably gets a lot of commissions, let's be honest. Let's see here. Uh-oh, hold on. Speaking of, let's see. It looks like, oh no.
They should probably close their commissions.
Yeah. Oh. Huh. Well, that's not good. I am looking at their updates, and they might go homeless. Cool. Great. Never mind. Awesome. God.
No.
Oh, cool. Fucking great. I mean, alright. Well, maybe I may never get this commission back then. Because they literally, like, they have made, like, a lot of commissions to try to make up for rent. But I guess, like, because they did have, like, they warned people that they had, like, a medical issue, right? Like, they had, like, a medical problem that they had to, like, pay off medical bills. And then, like, how you say it? But, you know, like, I think because of that medical debt, like, they ended up, what do you call it? Because of that medical debt, they ended up, like, kind of being late on rent, but, apparently, or yeah, no, apparently they got hospitalized and now, like, and then they had to pay, like, fucking a shitload for surgery because, you know, insurance sucks at, because, you know, obviously, hospital bills are fucking way too expensive. And then...
Jesus, wish the best for them.
Yeah. Well, they have $70,000 that they have, like, that they were able to raise, or they were able to, like, be able to raise at least for, like, what they're doing, or ruble. I don't even know what the hell rubles are. Hold on. I mean, they're making, like, a joke with rubles, but hold on. Rubles to... It's not actually, like $70,000. Hold on. Let me see, because they're making a joke. Let's see here. So, let's see. So, yeah, $860 is what they were able to... is what, like, they were able to get. This person doesn't, like, do art full-time. So, let's see. They had 115... So, let's see. So, their medical bills were... Let's see. The medical bills were, they had to pay $1,500 for their medical bills. And which is actually not as expensive as I thought it was going to be for their medical bills. And then they were able to raise $161, meaning that they have about $308 in medical debt, so that's fun. And they also have to pay off rent, so yay. Great. So I'm literally just paying for a starving artist I paid for a starving artist by this point.
Damn.
I should have recognized that because, I don't know. So yeah, I guess they've done most of their commissions, but I mean, we already know how expensive rent is, so I don't know. I really don't know. This person clearly has been working their ass off to try to make up the income for the medical debt plus their regular job. So I don't know. I really do not know. And then on top of that as well, very recently they've had scammers that have also had people that have
that some commissioners work their ass off to live.
Yeah. Well, the simple fact as well is that the simple fact is that she also ended up what do you call it? She ended up she also has people also scamming people. Or there's not her, but there's people scamming people pretending to be her. So those people are so she's also losing money that way. So she had to and since it's the internet, I don't know if there's anything you can do about it. Yeah, other than report it to Discord and Twitter and fucking let's see, Discord, Twitter, Blue Sky, apparently. Well, actually, I don't know if Blue Sky.
Hello,
let's see.
Cowler Stormfur.
Yeah, Discord, Twitter, and I guess that's it so far. So far, it's just been Discord and Twitter that I guess people have got or they have scammed people, which fucking sucks ass. Oh, God damn it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure this person streams too. Hold on. Let me see. Does this person stream? I actually don't know.
Hi there, Fox.
Hello. Also, hello. How was work?
Fox says there's
an errands? How's your day in general? Yeah, I know. I was waiting for the ad to play first before all that happened.
I just got here, so I'm not getting the ad.
Oh, okay.
It's over.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no. So I'm pretty sure this person I guess they also didn't I guess they don't stream anymore either. I thought they streamed because I thought that would at least make up their income, but yeah, I mean, fucking, I'm gonna be honest, this person clearly how do I say it? They have a full-time job already, or a part-time job already, plus that they're an artist. I guess they probably don't have any time to stream, let's be honest, but fucking, oh, dude. I think I'm just out $150 because I'm this artist, plus on top of it, there's people faking being her on top of it as well, so that's probably also losing her a shitload of income. There's people, because this person has to spread themselves thin by spreading themselves all across social media, trying to get commissions everywhere. And then on top, but then there's those same social media websites, people are scamming people pretending to be her. So it just sucks. And there's people advertising, and she's had to get these people off of off of their platform and shit. It sucks, dude, off that platform. So it's it sucks. It really, really does.
Sorry, color.
Yeah, it really, really does, because I'm I wish that
for your loss of $150.
Yeah, I'm not trying to be a dick. I just, I just kind of want that money back, but I'm not getting that shit back, so. There ain't no way. I'm not trying to be a dick, And, the person's fucking going homeless by this point, so I'm I don't know. The person's going homeless, so
what's her user?
I don't want to say it because it's an NSFW thing, so, it's an NSFW artwork, so don't judge me. I don't want to say that because,
okay.
Yeah, so I'm that's also the reason why, as well, that I also don't want to say anything, because, I don't know, dude. I wonder if, I don't know.
I get it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. This is just kind of like I'm shit out of luck, you know? I want to be a dick because I'm like, I was an NSFW artist at one point. I get it. You know, shit sucks. Shit sucks. And I'm like, I was a graphic designer at one point as well, but then I lost my fucking job to AI. So, just saying. I don't know as well. Like,
Tell us the username anyway. I can bully her under a fake name. Just kidding.
No, don't do that. She's clearly she's clear, like, I don't know. She's clearly struggling, and I just don't know. I don't think this person's gonna be okay for a bit, so I'm just gonna have to wait for this person to get a fucking like another fucking job or something. I don't know. Even if they get another job, they won't have time, so it's a hard time out here for us, for artists. It's a really hard time out here, man. It's like, God. Just, I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. I wish I could be that person that's like, that thinks positively, but I don't think I'm getting that. I don't think I'm getting that art piece. Let's be honest. A person that is basically like, person that's getting kicked out of their like apartment is in medical debt, and like I don't think they're gonna have really even a computer anymore. I don't know, man. I'm expecting the worst of the worst, but
it's hard out here for a pimp.
It's hard out here for a pimp, yeah. Oh well. I hate to be that person. I hate to be like, oh well, that kind of sucks for them because they're like an NSFW artist, but it's like, I don't know. I'm just surprised. Like, because usually NSFW artists usually do okay. They don't do like fantastic or anything, but usually when there's like an established like NSFW artist, typically they're always going to like do well, but because there's always people that are willing to pay a lot for NSFW art. But I'm not going to lie, I think the reason why is because furries really like AI, and I don't like that fact. It's just a simple fact that I think that it's just like a lot of furries lately. Like, I've said this many times before, man. It's like, furries being into generative AI is such a betrayal on the artist community, and it's very clear that these guys are being absolute cheap asses, because I already know what they're using AI for isn't like some actual like artistic thing. They're using it to basically not pay artists and steal our artwork and like make like shit that and like, mash together something they can jerk off to, probably. Shit sucks. I don't know what to say, but I just don't think there's gonna be many. I just don't think, like I said, I mean, this is probably, like, the pyramid is probably gonna go upside down now. I'm not gonna lie, like, it's gonna eventually, like, slow down where there's gonna be, like, way less artists out there now, like, for NSFW stuff.
Fucking hate AI so much. I genuinely won't have a job in the future. Possibly not even a future with everything that's happening.
No, exactly, dude. It's just, like, sucks. It really does. Well, I mean, here's the problem. I don't think we're gonna have a future anyway, because fucking, like, I know I'm talking about politics, but, like, dude, fucking, fucking, how do I say this? So Israel has this thing called, like, the Samson option, which basically, like, if Israel falls, they just nuke everybody. Israel's about to fall, so I'm pretty sure they're gonna nuke Iran. Or they're gonna get the US to nuke Iran. One of the two. So we're just gonna have nuclear fallout. Like, it's just bound to happen. I had a feeling, like, because all the billionaires were going into bunkers and shit, but, like, it's just happening, I guess. Like, the UN is literally, like, the United Nations basically is, like, preparing for nuclear fallout, apparently, because it's that bad.
I genuinely do not expect humanity to be alright by the second half of the 21st century.
We're not even gonna be around for the second half of the 21st century, let's be honest. It's like, that's the crazy thing, is I just think we're gonna fuck it up, because, like...
fuck my life.
Yeah, dude, like, it's crazy, because it's like, bro, the whole, like, it's so weird that nobody got the message from every politician, even Reagan, was like, was to the level where they were like, hey, you know, don't escalate the Middle East and just keep, like, you know, if you want to keep this forever or whatever, right? But don't escalate anything, keep it all the same, and take oil. Like, that's been the US's plan for years. The simple fact, hold on. Yeah, like the simple fact that how do you say it? The simple fact that they just don't fucking how do I say it?
I don't even think humanity will survive to the next century. Very low chance we'll make it to the latter of the century, I'm guessing.
Dude, it's just annoying because I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck is, like, I just don't even know if we're gonna make it to the end of this year. Like, it fucking sucks because I'm like, bro, what, like, dude, the Strait, like, by the way, the Strait of Hormuz was always open, by the way, before all this shit. You know, that's where we used to get our oil, was the Strait of Hormuz. Like, you know, if you don't know what that is, it's this teeny bit of land. I feel like we won't even make it to half
of 2027.
If you don't know what that is, it's that teeny bit of land that goes between, like, I think it's Iran and Iraq, where, like, hold on, let me see where the Strait of Hormuz is. Hold on, Strait, or not Iran, Israel, hold on, Strait of Hormuz. It's like a little teeny tiny piece of land that, like, people used. A little tiny, it's on the Persian
I do have to
Gulf.
agree with you and Fox too.
Yeah, like, let's see.
Teeny bit of sea, not land.
Sea, you're right. Teeny bit of sea, not land. My bad. Sorry. Yeah. No, bro.
It's between Iran and the UAE.
Yeah, dude. I'm like, UAE. Yeah, exactly. Sorry. You're right. Iran and the UAE. Yeah. Oh my god, dude. Just fucking, like, this is what happens when you choose sides in wars, man. Like, when the war ain't yours, like, this is what happens when you choose sides. Like, this is the fucking problem. Like, it's always ironic because, like, people were, like, really pissed about, like, you know, us spending money in the Middle East for a war. That didn't mean to just pick a side of a war. Like, clearly we picked our fucking side. Like, clearly the United States picked their side and, like, you know, like, pick their side, and they're just like, ah, yeah, let's, like, you know, it's because they're all pedophiles, and fucking Israel, fucking, like, Epstein was obviously, like, in huge, like, cahoots with Israel at the time, and obviously he, like, all of Israel has, like, the fucking files, so they can just use that shit to, blackmail, like, any of our politicians, like, any of our, you know, more recent politicians. So, you know, so, like, that's why we're all fucked, is because of the simple fact, because, like, Israel just, like, has massive blackmail on the United States right now. So, you know, our United States politicians, so it's like, you know, so unfortunately, God, so they just started a war with Iran, even though, you know, that was our fucking oil. Like, they would have done nothing if we just didn't, like, if we just didn't pick a side. Just saying. You know, I'm sorry, I know I keep going into politics, but it's just, like, really fucking annoying because we didn't have to pick a side. Like, every fucking year, there's always been, like, they've always threatened that type of shit. I get the idea that they were like, oh yeah, well, I'm gonna reveal to the world that, like, like, all you guys are pedophiles, and then, like, they wouldn't have done it. Like, I'm just saying, they wouldn't have done it. Just, like, I'm gonna be honest, if they just said, all right, do it, they wouldn't have done it because they wouldn't have cared. Just saying. Like, if they did, like, I don't know, man. They probably, I mean, maybe they would have, but who the fuck knows? I don't know, we would have our oil if that was the case. Even though oil necessarily is, like, an old thing, but, you know. Just saying. Like, just the simple fact that fucking... Oh, God, dude. Hormuz was such, like... Was just, like... the one thing that, like, that basically... You know, the one thing that basically was, like, hey, you know... Let's just, you know... Let's just have this open. Even with crazy-ass shit going on 24/7. Let's just keep that shit open. So why not? And then all of a sudden, you know... You pick a side, that side's going to, like, you pick either side, that was gonna happen either way, let's be honest. That shit was gonna happen no matter what. Like, if you picked a side anyway. Like, we were not supposed to be involved in... This is Vietnam all over again. I'm sorry, like, you know the Vietnam War and how that war was pointless? This is Vietnam again. It's a pointless war. It's a pointless motherfucking war. And now, like, that could just really, like, but rather than the end result be like, oh man, we lost, I guess we leave. No, that we ain't gonna be able to leave this time. It's just like fucking, like, one of these like fucking Israel is just gonna nuke Iran. You literally gave them a reason, like, you gave them, like, power, like, stuff to fight back and be like, oh yeah, we're gonna take the side of one other country. I shouldn't even be saying this because I'm gonna get my fucking videos taken down, but like, you pick one side of like of a war, and like, or you pick a side of like one of the sides, and it's like, and you just don't expect that other side to do something drastic, and it's like with something that already has like a plan if their country falls, like it's like dumb as shit. I don't know. Yeah.
Our Congress is kissing up to Israel too much. Even a good parent has to put its foot down once if their kids is crazy.
Dude, well, that's the funniest thing is, like, they didn't have to do anything. All we could have done is just keep that fucking, you know, like, keep doing what we've been doing for years on end. Years and years and years and years. Like, I get the idea that, like, it sucks to have a forever war, but, like, just the simple fact that there is just, like, that, like, you know, the simple fact that, you know, you have this, like, war of, like, both sides playing chicken the entire time was a good idea, because if they all play chicken, eventually you have citizens that just wonder why the hell, like, you have citizens, like, bring in people of power, and I know it's, like, I know Israel is a theocracy, and Iran, I think, is a theocracy as well, but, eventually you get people, eventually you get your own citizens tired of war, and eventually, like, something would have happened. And if not, like, you get people that eventually go like, okay, I don't understand why we're doing this anymore. Like, it's simple as that. Like, it took one more generation. You know those kids? Like, you know those fucking...
Hasn't it always been like this? I feel like it's just the same thing over and over every single decade or century.
Hasn't it always been like... It's been like that for years, yeah, but, like, the thing is each generation was getting less and less, like, inspired to, like, fucking keep up with war. And, like, the Middle East was literally, like, losing steam. Like, citizens were losing steam. And, like, Iranian citizens, like, at the time, like, before that fucking, like, you know, Iranian citizens at the time, like, were pretty much like, I don't know why we're even, like, I don't understand why we're, like, you know, worrying about, like, wars, or I don't understand why we're doing this shit, right? Like, they're just like, I don't understand why we, like, continuously have to, like, fire missiles at each other, like, every day, you know? I don't understand why we have to, like, fight each other like that, you know? And, like, you know, it's just, and, like, basically, eventually, you had Iranian citizens.
Hola, this is June's wife. I stole her phone.
Hi, June. Sorry, we're talking about, like, Iran and freaking Israel right now. I apologize. Yeah, no, I mean, like, then you have, like, a simple fact that, if you actually paid attention to, like, Iranian, like, social media, before, like, that bomb dropped on that school, a lot of Iranians had no idea why
Replying to Fox and Dowgald, hasn't it always been like this? I feel like it's just the same thing over and over every single decade or century. Yeah, it's been this way since the 50s. Korea, Vietnam, Bermuda, Kuwait, Afghanistan, Iraq, and Venezuela.
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's kind of been that way for years, but the difference is this time, it's like, this time, one, we're spreading our resources too thin. Second off, like, you're picking a side, like, in the Middle East. Like, that's the problem. Like, the whole point of, like, American troops being there, or, like, the whole point of, like, America being there was to basically, like, take oil. That's it. Basically be like, hey guys, we'll defend, like, you guys from your cities getting destroyed, and we'll just take some oil. In trade, we'll get some oil. Simple as that. All we were playing was defense. I mean, there was obviously a lot of offense, like ISIS with the CIA and shit, but you know what I mean. You know, it's like, it's very clear that it was just like, we were just, like, the US was just doing that shit so they could have oil. And like you don't pick a side with that shit, right? It's like, here you go, sweet, thanks for the oil. Like, I'm just gonna keep, like, we'll just keep blowing up the missiles.
It's the same thing
that
this time,
are like,
except the USA doesn't really need to be involved. Israel can defend themselves without any foreign aid, let alone from the USA.
Oh yeah, 1000%. USA doesn't really need to be involved in Israel. Well, yeah, no, that's not the case. It's just because like I said, the reason why that exists is because like the reason why that exists is because like freaking like it's because Israel has, I'm gonna just refer to them as Star of David so I can stop like saying the name, because I have a feeling I'm gonna get in trouble for this, like on social media, corporate social media specifically. That like it's because of like the Star of David is like how do you say it? It's because like they have the Epstein files. They have the uncensored, unfiltered, like, Epstein files. Obviously, our own leadership does too, but they have blackmail. And it's very clear that they have blackmail on billionaires and, like, our leadership. I don't think it's our leadership as much, because if it was just our leadership, they would have, like, our leadership wouldn't have cared, because billionaires fund these guys to be, in powerful positions, right? It doesn't matter. It's all fucking rigged like that, right? Billionaires have always paid for that shit. But I think it's the fact that billionaires are on there, so then all of a sudden,
David Starr could blackmail anybody.
Yeah, David Starr could blackmail anybody. Yeah, exactly. Like, this is the problem. Epstein literally was over, gave that shit to Star of David, right? You know, like, they gave that shit to Star of David, and now it's like, you know, and now, like, it's very clear that, like, they have that, and they can use that as blackmail. But I think it's for the billionaires, not necessarily for the leadership, because let's be honest, if it was just the leadership, those files would have been released, and there would have still been fucking people that would have just, like, there still would have been a bunch of people that would have, like, you know, billionaires would have still put in their fucking, put in politicians, right? They don't care about, they can just replace one guy with another guy. Simple as that. That's all they had to do, you know? Like, you know, that's why, like, Vance is there, right? Like, Vance is obviously not on the Epstein files, right? So it's like, obviously Vance is, like, was basically that, like, backup plan, or would have been that, like, if that was the case, Vance would have just been the president instead. Like, simple as that. They would have just done that shit instead. Like, it's very simple, you know? It's like, it's just the simple fact that billionaires are on there, and nobody wants to get, like, Luigi'd, right? You know? Nobody wants to get Luigi'd, because, like, we know what people will do if you know, if they find out that XYZ billionaire company has, like, what do you call it? XYZ billionaire company, like, has a pedophile for, like, you know, for a CEO, right? Because it's more effective to Luigi like, you know, large CEOs than it is to, you know, unfortunately replace politicians. It sounds ironic, but it's true, you know. Like, it just happens sometimes, and it's like, I think it's just the fact that, you know, that's why I think people are focusing more on, like, Bill Gates and, like, I don't know, like, even unfortunately Elon Musk was not one of those. Freaking the pedophile guy that had a pedophile island was basically didn't even, like, or what do you call it, even thought that Elon Musk was too much for that place, which is insane to think about. But yeah, I'm like, wow, he even thought it wasn't, like, it was okay, like, you know, he didn't even want to invite him out of everybody. So, you know, I think it's just unfortunate, because it's like, bro, this all could have been prevented, like, if billionaires just, like, didn't, like, weren't on that, if they didn't go to that island, you know? Simple as that. If billionaires didn't go to that island, we would have been fine. We would have been absolutely fine. Yeah, like, I just, for some odd reason, I'm like, Like, I think that just is the case. Like, because, like, I don't know. I don't know what billionaires are, like, clearly were there, but it's very clear that, like, you know, it's people that have, like, billions of dollars that, like, fund these leaders rather than you know, rather than freaking our leaders ourselves, like, themselves. Because don't get me wrong, maybe some, like, obviously a lot of them are, but I just think it's simply the fact that it's the people that fund them, like, not the people. It's like they're donate, like, their biggest
Doggo, laughing
donators.
face.
So not necessarily like the leaders themselves, but you know, because like I said, if it was the leaders themselves, it would have already been released. Let's be honest, it would have been released. Like, you know, billionaires would just replace them with someone else, and, you know, rinse and repeat. Like, simple as that. Like, it would have been that simple. Like, it's not that, you know, it's not that hard to probably, like, pay off, like, what do you call it? It's probably not that hard to pay off, like, you know, like the electoral college. Probably not. So, you know, unfortunately, I wish, like, some place would, like, you know, digitally infiltrate, like, you know, the US, or the, sorry, the Star Spangled Banners, like, no, I can't say that either. The, you know, the certain places, like, you know, certain places freaking, you know, headquarters. So then we could just, like,
Can someone chop off my fingers, dude?
someone chop off my fingers now. Keep your fingers. You know, like I said, if you're, you know, we may, like, if, you know, don't, you gotta use yourself for a militia, not a, you know, don't waste your life like that. If you're gonna at least use your life in some way, use it to fight, like, use it to fight in a militia. So, you know.
Okay, bye. Take care, fellas.
Alright, you have a good night, Kabeko. Yeah, I
got blood drawn today, and God, I'm tired.
Oh, I am so sorry. I'm so sorry. I hope you feel better, or I hope you feel more energized soon. Do they give you, like, a sucker? Like, for the, like, for when you get your blood drawn? Sugar, you know, up the blood sugar? Okay. Alright. Anyway.
Replying to Fox Dowgold, can someone chop off my fingers, dude? May I ask why?
Because...
They gave me an Oreo.
They gave me an Oreo? Ooh. Delicious. Those are always fun. Those are always tasty. Yum 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 yum. Tasty Oreo. God damn, why am I still, like, craving something sweet? Am I craving?
My fingers are insufferably itchy.
Fingers are insufferably itchy. Yikes. I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that, Fox McDougald. Alright. Anyway, I found a fucking... Anyway, okay. Now that I'm done talking about fucking,
Replying to Fox Dowgold, my fingers are insufferably itchy. Have you tried putting them in ice?
well, that would just numb the hell out of them. That could give you, like, hypothermia. Wow. That's that statement has a lot more weight than what it once used to. Oof. Sorry, what? Sorry.
I love eating ice, dude, it's so crunchy. But I decided to let the student try and put the thing in, and now it's bruised. Why would Fox deport his fingers?
But I decided to let the student try and put the thing in, and now it's bruised? Put what thing? What thing? Just gotta wait. I don't know. Oh.
Replying to Super Chefs, why would Fox deport his fingers? I meant frozen water. I forgot what it called.
Forget what it's called. Yeah, but how did they bruise you exactly if I'm confused?
Replying to Neon Sheep.
Like,
I meant
or
frozen
if
water. Ick. I was joking.
Like, how did they bruise you if, like, with what exact? Or, like, what did they bruise you with? Like a needle or something? I'm so confused. Like, how did they bruise you?
I'd like to do a little social.
Oh yeah, no, I
Yeah,
also
needle OMG, how the hell did I forgot that?
I also found yeah, a needle OMG. How did I
think my
forget
internet
that?
just went out for a second. Sorry.
Yes. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Oh god, that must have been painful. I'm so sorry to hear that. June's wife. I forgot what your name was. I'm sorry. Like I know you told me your name, but I forgot what it was. We always keep calling you June's wife. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I also found a younger MatPat. Like, or not a younger MatPat. I found like a young MatPat. Like literally, like this dude, like sounds just like MatPat, but he's just younger. Like, or he just sounds like MatPat, like from like 20 years, like from like 15 years ago. Like this dude sounds so much like so young. Like he sounds just like MatPat from when he was young too, and it's nuts. Jade or JJ? Okay, yeah, right. June and Jade. Right. You guys had two completely similar names. I forgot about that. Yeah, no. Anyway, this guy straight up, like, he reminds me so much of like young MatPat, and I just like I found a late Gen Z MatPat. It's kind of nuts. So, oh god, that's so loud.
I'd like to do a little social experiment today because in order to keep viewer retention up, I'd like to encourage all of you to stay on this video, even if you feel like clicking off. I'll make it.
Yeah, he sounds just like, am I wrong? Does he not sound like young MatPat? If anybody like remembers Game Theory back in like 2010, like, well, I don't think it was that early. I think it was like 2014. Hold on. He sounds like young MatPat from like 2014. Hold on. Let me play this a little bit.
While? Look, a dank meme for free. Do we still call them dank memes, or is that like an outdated term replaced by things like slop and brain rot? What's up with that? Maybe consider leaving a comment if you want to enter a hypothetical $100 Amazon gift card giveaway that I'm probably legally required to say may or may not, but totally does not actually exist. $100!
Like, even the editing, like, feels like old Game Theory. Like, this is literally how old Game Theory used to be, dude. Like, it's kind of nuts. Hold on. Like, I'm not joking you. Let me see. Hold on. Like, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, it was nuts from like, let me see if I can pull something from like 12 years ago. Hold on. No, see, that was still too early. It's like 2014 MatPat. Still feels a little late. God, what even is like what even is like an old one that he had from years ago? Call of Duty. I am trying to figure out. So this one? This was from 13 years ago, but this doesn't...
Diamonds may be a gamer's best friend, but just how much money would Minecraft's diamond armor actually be worth?
Okay, I swear he sounded much younger than that, but hold on.
It looks a little different. It's because I'm on location scouting for information for an upcoming episode that may or may not...
Hold on.
Hey, all, Scott here. It's week 18 of this whole rigmarole we got going on.
I guess not. Yeah, he still does.
Here, and the spring season has...
Like, am I right? Hold on.
Finally spring.
Like this, right?
Hey, all, Scott here. It's week 18 of this whole rigmarole we got going on down here, and the spring season has finally springed.
Yeah, like, that's like old MatPat, like humor. I'm just trying to find one that, like, I'm trying to find one, though, I'm just trying to find one that, like, that, like, had his old school humor shit. But I can't really find it. Hold on. Let me see.
Diamond armor in Minecraft would be an 52 carats. Armor actually be worth? Well, as any jeweler will tell you, it's not just the size of a diamond that counts. The price of a diamond actually depends on the 4 C's. Carat,
God damn it, hold on. I'm trying to get it where he grabs, like, the humor part, because he literally has, like humor like that even back then. But I can't find it, because he just kind of has, like, mostly... Let's see, hold on.
Worth of cleavage, in fact. Also gives them a lot of cleavage. 4 planes worth of cleavage, in fact. And we're not talking about the Pamela Anderson Bermuda Triangle brand of cleavage here. We're talking rocks and minerals. Because
yeah, like, that. I don't know.
The warm air and light breeze tickle. Fucking hiccups. Oh, I want to take whoever invented the hiccups and I want to put them into jail with a pen.
Yeah, even like the backgrounds, like this feels like old, like not just only the fact that like it, what do you call it? Not only the fact he sounds like young MatPat, he also like his editing style is just like old MatPat. It's nuts. Like this guy's
been to the Great Barrier Reef.
Yeah, this guy is just like late Gen Z MatPat. Like this is just like,
and I live it.
This is like the MatPat of like of your guys' generation, and that's great, dude. Like I really hope this guy succeeds, because this is a perfect fucking person to carry the baton of like what MatPat of like old MatPat stuff. Man, dude, that would be great. Like, yeah, no, I'm so down for this guy. Honestly, I know that's just technically MatPat again, but for younger generations. But that's the crazy thing. I rather like these guys succeed than like, you know, fucking what's that one loser's name? Than that one kick streamer. Fucking what's his name? Clavicular or whatever. Yeah, I'd rather this guy succeed than fucking Clavicular. Like, Clavicular is just a fucking chronically online loser. Like, this guy actually seems like fun and cool, and actually like, I mean, he still kind of has like the Gen Z like personality, but like, or the late Gen Z personality, but like, he clearly is having more fun with this than like obviously that other guy.
Padded cell and a violent roommate. Tickle me delightfully. The warm air and light breeze tickle me delightfully. Fuck you, hiccups. Wonderful. Fuck you, hiccups. It's just too bad that Sam Altman hates all of us and wants us all dead once we give him all of our money.
Checked AI make human
AI
slop.
slop is terrible.
First time I heard of him, I thought WTF kind of name is clavicular. That sounds like a part of the human body.
Yeah, here, let me also show this guy's like let me show this guy's YouTube channel as well, so you guys can subscribe to him, because he definitely is probably something that you guys are more interested in. I don't know. Oh, sorry. Let me move my face real quick. Or let me just hide my head real quick. That's not correct. Wait. Where is it? Where is the, there he is. Right there. Okay. Yeah, what do I call it? Yeah, this dude, let's see. Bojangster. Yeah, this guy is like fucking, you know, you want old YouTube? You want to experience what old YouTube was like?
For future reference.
Yeah. Yeah, here, I'll even send his, like, YouTube channel. So then we actually have somebody that at least is late Gen Z and actually is, like, a decent person. Oh, that didn't send. Whatever. Anyway, yeah. Here. That's fine. Here, let me send in YouTube chat and, like, Twitch chat and all that. Because I would rather people, like, subscribe to this guy. I know that I'm not that big of a channel either. I know this dude's way bigger than me, but, like, you know. But I would rather that big of a channel. I'd rather this guy be popular than, like, Fruit Love Island or fucking, like, or frickin',
Link Brahangster slash.
Or, like, frickin', you know, or, like I said, like, Clavicular or some shit. I would rather someone, like, for the love of God, this guy better be successful. Like, maybe that's the problem, too. Maybe he's, like, maybe he is a bit, like, maybe he's just
Link
more...
videos.
Maybe his type of humor is, like, is very much old school, like mine.
Why are you invisible?
Why am I invisible? Oh, because I was showing you this guy's channel real quick. You should go subscribe to this guy, because he very much, like, or he's very much like a old Matt, or like a young MatPat when he was young. He's got like the same humor and everything, and I have a feeling this guy will probably become like much better.
He looks fire.
Yeah, like his channel clearly is like a bit like obviously still modern, but he's got like he's still got like that old school YouTube flair. So like kind of like you know, old MatPat used to have. Like it's edited like old MatPat videos. And like I genuinely see this guy like making something like good in the future too. Like I mean this dude's thumbnails probably aren't too bad either, you know. Yeah, I mean, you know, he's even got the old school thumbnails too. Look at that. I mean, it's still like obviously white text, but you know, look, even like the thumbnails are made like actually like old school YouTube. God, dude. I mean, it's definitely got the Gen Z flair, but it's got like it's definitely giving like old YouTube, but like new generation. You know, because it's like obviously this text we didn't use and we didn't use shit like this, but like, this is very much like mixing old with the new. And I'm like, I really do like this. I mean, look, he's got like internet reviews, like internet culture reviews, BuzzFeed quizzes, I guess. Yeah, he's even talking about like BuzzFeed, like, you know, he doesn't probably remember it, but I do. 2026 YouTube, I don't know. Like, yeah, even like just common things like, you know, more recent YouTube and I guess still slop, but he's talking about slop and shit, but J.K. Simmons versus J.K. Rowling. Yeah. I don't know.
Hell, I remember BuzzFeed and its weird articles and surveys.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know, dude. I'm an old man, but like it still isn't necessarily like my type of style of like video, but it reminds me of old MatPat. I don't think I would watch this guy casually, but
I used to love BuzzFeed on YouTube, but not everything else about it.
Yeah, I you know, I would watch this, like, I would probably want to watch this dude casually, but I would definitely recommend that young people, like, y'all watch him, because it's very clear it's made for you guys. So, I don't know. It's very Zoomer humor.
AI slop is terrible. Cue the applause sign. You're welcome. AI's taking
I decided
our
to take
jobs.
the MIK BuzzFeed quiz.
Starving, and I haven't even...
Let's see, I decided to take the MIK quiz. That's funny.
Sperm donated them. Cue the applause sign.
Yeah, he sounds so much like old MatPat.
My kids are gonna go starving, and I haven't even sperm donated them yet. I was particularly proud of that joke. I remember feeling on fire with that one. I hope you guys appreciated that one as much as I did. You know,
she's awkward just like him too. God, dude, it's so crazy. It's like looking into the past. It's so wild. Like, it really just genuinely feels like weirdly nostalgic. Now, again, would I watch this guy on my own? No. But, like, this is clearly not meant for me. It's clearly meant for, like, late Gen Z people. But it's so nice because it actually feels like it has some flavor to, like, the video. It feels like he adds flavor to the videos. You should especially follow this, or you should especially subscribe to this guy, Kabeko. This guy is, like, he's definitely down your guys' lane, for sure. Here, let me... I think I sent it in the YouTube chat already, but yeah, you should definitely follow this guy, man. Like, or subscribe to this guy. His name is Bojangster. Here, like this. Hold on. Let me show you a bit for a minute, like a minute or two. But yeah, no.
I've come to the conclusion that SKYKS server is pretty good and polite.
Sky's server is pretty good and polite. Nice. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I mean, the members seemed lovely. I just was saying if he actually engaged with his community, which he does. So, yeah, I mean, freaking, what do you call it? Yeah, no, like, yeah, this guy, he reminds me of old MatPat. His style is, his editing style is very, yeah, his style is very Gen Z, or what do you call it, very Gen Z editing. So I'm like, I wouldn't necessarily entirely like watch him, but he's definitely got like the awkward humor and the awkward, like, he's definitely kind of got like old school MatPat editing. It's just very Gen Z-ified. It's really funny, just like looking at a blast from the past. I probably wouldn't watch this guy, like, again, generally. I just he just piqued my interest, and I was like, interesting. I'm like, this guy really feels like feels like, you know, you guys would like him, so.
Really is
know.
about the little things in life, you know? Especially when you don't have any more big things. A lot of Gen
He also sounds like young MatPat, by the
AI
way.
just looks ugly. Like, this would get kicked out of the homeless shelter Christmas food drive if it had a face this ugly. Nyuk, nyuk, and nyuk. Whoa there, buddy. You got some water in your dirt. That'll be a really annoying joke that people say in, like, 2 hours when Cortana and Google Home and Alexa suck up all the water. Those gluttonous whores.
It is charming, I'm not gonna lie. It's got a sense of charm to it.
More importantly, it's gonna take the jobs. I started with the worst one. Someone probably made themselves cry, laboring over hoodwink
Anyway,
too.
speaking about members from SKYKS server, one guy is now friends with me on Discord. Remember?
What's a, Sky server was... Oh yeah, okay, cool.
Okay, this guy is actually a bit funny.
He is, dude. I think it's really funny with, like, the back shot.
More
Hold on.
importantly, it's gonna take the jobs. I started with the worst one. Someone probably made them.
Like the fucking... He's got, like, the camera back shot, which is really fucking fun. Like, the editing style is very fucking funny. I do admit, like, it's very genius the way that he utilizes, like, he's clearly got, like, zero budget, so it's very funny just, like, watching him, like, try to, like, edit this in a way that, like, clearly shows that,
I love furries. Laughing face.
I got Chicken Bako. Are you a chunkla because you're flip-flopping ching? Anyway, no, yeah, no, I mean, that shot, it's really funny that he even this little bit right here where he shows, like, where he shows his back on the camera is pretty fucking funny, like, just for a second for no reason.
Themselves cry, laboring over hoodwink too. I like when people break their backs and balls over.
Also, like, the genius, like, editing where he shows his back at, like, you know, looking at the green screen, and then he shows, like, something on the green screen like he's actually looking at it himself.
The robot uprising, if anything, is actually making me appreciate the beauty in everything man-made, like the Melania movie. Yeah, man, Cat Abba-Gazella, the human condition. This is life, man, and I think.
I don't know if you heard, but we didn't win, and it really fucking sucks.
Oh, I have this folder on my computer, but I'm not talking about it.
There's that Gen Z editing, but he does edit like MatPat, which is still really funny to think about.
And then I also have this folder here of screenshots that I take of notable images, like a funny entertainment screen grab. A lot of them are actually screenshots from my videos, you know, with the whole clone gimmick that I got going on. More like Bro Jankster 17, and I'm...
Hold on, sorry, one sec.
I don't know.
Sorry, okay.
selling these pictures to the highest bidder. That's right, if anyone here is or knows an eccentric billionaire with a brain shaped like a triangle, like a real piece
I'm not gonna lie, I love you as a streamer.
for each image.
You're a good streamer to me. Speaking about you, I got attached already to your streams.
Got attached already to your streams. Well, I'm not, though. I appreciate it, but I'm still not. Just because you say I'm a good streamer doesn't mean I'm a good streamer. But here's the thing, I'm not a sellout streamer either, so... You know, that doesn't necessarily mean I'm a good streamer, that just means that I'm trying to be, like, a little bit better than my peers.
Cubicle might be a bit of a nutty professor.
A nutty professor? Yeah, there you go. If I'm a good streamer, then Kabeko's a nutty professor.
Onto a large photo, the blankets, that thing at the M&M's factory where you put your face on the M&M's. The Alvin's out taught me about that one.
Oh god, I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about that. He grew up off of The Odd Ones Out. Oh god, okay. By the way, The Odd Ones Out is like, I think I'm older than The Odd Ones Out. Oh, hold on. Let me see. I think he's either the same age as me, or I'm older than him. Odd.
Who's that? What's a nutty professor? If you're a good streamer and Cubico is a nutty professor, I'm as queer as a $3 bill.
There we go, exactly. So we're all three of those, I guess. Who's that? What's a nutty professor? Being nutty. No, he's a few years older than me. Not much older, though. Still millennial, like I am.
Odd One Out was my era, but I
Actually,
never
I'm
watched
an
it.
early Zoomer. Odd Ones Out was my era. Yeah, well, Odd Ones Out was like... I was already an adult by the time he was like... I was already an adult kind of by the time, like, he was popular. Because, like, I remember his, like, really old stuff. Like, his stuff back in, like, 2018. Like, I remember his really old stuff, dude. Actually, I think it was even earlier than 2018. It might have been 2016. Was it 2016? Was I really... Like, I remember his really fucking old stuff. Because, like, at my school, people would put on, like, the Odd Ones Out, on, like, their computer and, like, watch and, like, show videos, like, of him. Let's see. What was the... It was, like, his really old shit. Yeah. It was the...
Nutty Professor is a movie about a professor who creates a weight loss solution that also makes him a lunatic.
Am I a lunatic? Oh my god. Let's see. Professor is a movie about a professor who creates a weight loss solution that also makes him a lunatic. That makes sense. Yeah, and he just like becomes a skeleton by then. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. I mean to click on his shit. Yeah, it was like his really old shit. Let me see. There's one that got popular for sure. There's just no way. People showed me him afterwards. Let's see. I think it was... Yeah, there was the pros and cons in living in Arizona. That was one that I watched, and that's what made me watch him. But then there was also the Subway one, which is the one where I gave him a real chance. I definitely watched him for a bit, for sure. Things that I do that adults probably do, or adults probably don't do. That's the one I think they watched. I can't remember exactly. There was one like specifically that got a lot of people like in my age talking about him. I think it was the Subway one. No, it definitely was the Subway one. No, the Subway one was the one that I got in, like, got me into him. But they watched him way before then.
I saw the Subway video, and my first video of him was the 10 things that keep him up at night, which I still remember.
Yeah. I swear to God he had more videos, but... I guess, yeah. I guess it was the Boy Scout ones, maybe? I don't remember. Yeah, it was definitely the... Yeah. I think it was probably that, because, like, this dude was already, like, at a freaking, This dude was, like, already got popular really fucking fast. And then everybody copied him, and then was like, oh yeah, well, I say it, they're, like, he got really popular, and then everybody freaking got mad because, like, then a shitload of people were copying the quote-unquote positive personality, which, you want to know where the drama era of YouTube came in at 2016? It's because of him. Not because of, like, the fact that, like, he did that on purpose. It was just the fact that, like, he was being really positive, like, for an Arizonan, which was
also, I still love
unheard
this.
of.
They're cool. Alan Turing made modern PC things, I think. So I can't hate them because that's cool. Laughing face.
I have no idea who Alan Turing is. I think, oh wait, no, you already told me who Alan Turing is. Never mind. That's right, I forgot about that. I forgot he was the dude that made modern PCs. I remember the Grindr video. Don't remind me. Yeah, no, I mean, this guy was like, how do I say it? Autumn's Out was an interesting fellow, I'll tell you that. Or he's an interesting fellow, and he was, like, drama started because he was overly positive, and then everybody got all pissy about it because he was overly positive, and then, like, and then after he got, what do you call it, then the drama era really, like, started kicking itself off, so... Yeah, unfortunately, an Arizonan was known to be very positive. And then, you know, lo and fucking behold, this guy ends up, like, firing most of his staff because this guy doesn't fucking actually upload nearly anything. And then, like, is trying to put, like, go all in on his most popular, or go all in on his, on, like, his failing of a TV show. So, yeah. Yeah, you know. Hey, Odd One's Out is kind of an interesting fellow.
Anyway, are you gonna check out that Excelsior Cathedral music I sent into the Submit Videos to Watch channel?
Probably. It will be in the playlist, most likely.
Piece of work. My business email is on the screen. And screw you if you don't want to give me money. I'm gonna try to keep this video brief. I spend too much time on these videos. I haven't touched my backlog of video games or Blu-rays in months and months. A fate worse than death. And speaking of folders on my computer, hentai, and then we'll do a quick, like, you know, like a technical difficulty. Speaking of backlog, I also have a backlog of footage that I've been meaning to put into these videos. I think they call it filler in the Hollywood world. The City of Sin. Please enjoy the sped up footage of me juicing pineapples with car vroom vroom noise.
That's not Hollywood, that's Hollywood from BoJack Horseman, where they all still call it Hollywood.
This is in the background to amplify the speed.
Funny. I thought the video was over, but it doesn't seem over. fucking edits of like the default like music, the Kevin McLeod music.
Am I going to regret making these videos later in life?
Yeah.
Yes. To end off this week's video, I've got a segment that I scrapped for last week, which means that you're about to see the return
okay.
of Zero Shirt Nick. Yes, everyone has been asking about the return of Zero Shirt Nick. And I'll see you guys next week, March 27th. Right. You can fade me out whenever you're ready. Thank you.
This is so Gen Z-ified.
Car, laughing face.
Well, that was charming. That was really charming. Anyway, I'll probably not watch that guy again, but hey, that was charming. And again, not my, unfortunately, like I've already have my MatPat in my back in my day, so back in my day, so I don't think I would really be watching this. I am unfortunately too old for this. By the way, fucking, what's his name?
I'm unable to keep my eyes open any longer, GN Color and others.
Alright, you have a good night. You have a good night, Jade. Appreciate you hopping on by for a bit. Alright. Meanwhile, alright, let's go to the actual playlist. Oh yeah. Here's a little fucking annoying thing as well.
Good night, Jade.
So check this out. Check this out. You see the subscriptions up here? Right, or like not the subscription. You see this tab up here where like where it's got like home shorts? Yeah, guess what? It like for some odd reason, rather than them putting like they got rid of like the the subscription thing's right here, never mind. They got rid of not got rid of, but they moved the watch later thing. Because beforehand this used to have like home
I got a runny nose.
It had home watch later shorts like and subscriptions, and then there's you at the bottom, but the crazy thing is they changed out the layout where where now you have to scroll all the way past your subscriptions to go to your watch later, which is really annoying because what you used to have to do is usually the watch later would be like up here with the rest of these, but they moved this. They just want people to watch shorts, which is really annoying. Yeah, and I get it, shorts are way too fucking successful by this point, but brother. Oh my god, I completely forgot the fact that I completely forgot about Gunter turning into a giant butthole. Anyway. Yeah, like this guy, hold on. Oh, actually. What the hell? This guy really not get that many views? Did I just get recommended somebody that doesn't get that much views? I guess I get a lot of 100,000 still, not small, but it's kind of crazy. Anyway, weird. I am Orgalo. Let's see, trying to see if I can find one. Okay, I'm actually.
Okay, I'm back. I just wiped off the mucus off my nose.
Ooh, no, this guy's got an AI profile picture. Why? Gross. No, don't recommend me, this guy. Get out of here. Get out of here. You have an AI profile picture. Get the fuck out of here. Not you, but don't recommend this channel. Get the hell out of here. Anyway, okay. Great, cool. Now I just have a bunch of them where they're all just now I have a bunch of them where they're all just fucking, they're all just freaking, I'm trying to figure out what I was gonna say. Oh my god, where they're all just clips from movies. They're memes from movies, which I guess is kind of my style anyway. Just shit posty shorts of clips from movies. Anyway, alright. Alright, okay, let's see, we watched the guy that had the fox. What does the fox say?
Gays are very cool, laughing face.
Alright.
I wanted to be.
Oops, hold on. Sorry.
When you were a kid, what did you want to be?
Fireman.
Once you grew up.
But that ended up not happening.
I wanted to be.
Oh god.
I've always found it.
Is this what it's like? Is this one of those existential short film videos? I have a feeling this is gonna be a short form film
Strange
thing.
how when we were kids,
Oh my god, there's artwork too.
we were always encouraged to really express ourselves.
Whoa.
But yet,
This is really artistic. Holy shit. God damn. Come on, sorry. Okay, sorry.
I
Just
don't
a
know if
second.
it worked.
Hold on. Okay. Wait, sorry.
as I have become an adult,
Art.
I've
I got art, but with an F
found
at the
that
start.
who I am has been stripped away from me.
Me too, but I also have both, so.
Because when you step into the adult world, there are things you have to leave behind.
This is a very interesting short film.
There's money to be made. There's expectations to meet. There's a purpose you
I mean, useless paper, yeah, but again, we don't also have to follow, like, useless paper, by the way. Like I said, I mean, you know, like I said,
Wait,
I mean...
I think that rhymed. I might be MF Doom LMAO.
The MF Doom Ching. I mean, this is kind of the thing. We technically can, by this point. Like, we just have to convince blue-collar workers to use Canadian dollars instead of US dollars. I know, it sounds crazy, but it actually might work. You know, like I said, you know, like, we just have to convince, like, actual, like, useful workers to do that shit, so. Not trying to be that guy, but, you know, just, like, you want the world to change and want to make their money useless, then you know, start using a different currency. Like, try to convince people to use a different currency. Like, I know it sucks, but it's like, start with that and try to find a way to transfer it over to a different currency, because, like, it doesn't seem like it will work, but, or, like, it seems crazy, but it does work, you know? Like, there's one way or another to try to get people out of it, so...
Chat.
No! Not the Twitch ad.
I don't know.
So we'll wait for the ad to
Ad over.
finish. Okay, cool. Anyway. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like, freaking... Sorry. Yeah, I don't know. Freaking,
You're not trying to be that guy. What guy? You're already a guy, dog. I think it's nice that you're a guy because, like, wait, is there a difference? I found a cup to drink from. Yai.
A cup to drink from? Yay? Question mark? What do you mean? What did I say I wasn't gonna be that guy too? I'm sorry.
you have to find.
It's so fucking cinematic. This is gorgeous, dude. What the hell? This is so artistic. Bro, this is awesome. Where did you guys find this?
And for some reason, birthdays and holidays don't really feel as happy as they used to.
Yeah.
As I get older, I can't help but stare at the numbers. Fading away.
This is so existential. I fucking love this shit, dude.
That feeling of pure joy is like a distant memory.
It's good because I don't usually have anything to drink from.
I'm not gonna lie, it is very artsy-fartsy, but I'm definitely getting to that age where I really like artsy-fartsy stuff, dude. I fucking love artsy-fartsy stuff now. This is so fucking
I think there's
awesome.
like a thing made by Verplex where it's some horror thing involving fursuits. I don't know.
I gotcha. Have anything to drink from? Okay, well, shit, now you do. Congratulations. Look, I don't know if I want to look more into that. Yeah, this is kind of interesting. I don't know. Yeah, this is so artsy fart. It's very artsy fartsy, but I
Doggy, laughing face.
really like artsy fartsy stuff. Like this is fucking awesome.
I wish to be
Hey, just letting you know that we don't want emojis used in emails. Funny enough, unfortunately, companies don't really say that anymore. You know? Also, unfortunately, they now make you use, like, ChatGPT and shit, so... Unfortunately, I don't think they really care anymore. But I know what she's trying to say, so... Nah.
Well,
Thanks.
I keep commenting, doggo, laughing
feel
face,
like
under
I
furry
think-
things,
Try to
like,
keep
back when
things-
I wasn't, I was saying, what the dog doing?
Yeah, see, this right here, though, the we like to keep things professional, like, it... Hold on, sorry. What was that previous text? Hold on. Hold on. What did that original one say? That's so stupid, lol. Yeah, no, that's true. That's true, your inner thoughts aren't allowed to be said, which is fair.
Well,
We try to keep things monotone and professional. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, that's just true. Business culture has kind of, you know, sucked up, like, the life out of life. But unfortunately, I think business culture has sucked up, like, the creativeness of humanity, because now instead of them actually, like... Because now they're in this weird thing where they're not even acting, like, professional anymore. They're acting to the level where they're trying to pretend to be human, and because it's a soulless, obviously corporation that act like a bunch of machine-wanting, like, you know, machine-hungry dogs that just want a bunch of useless paper, they pretend like they have a personality when in reality they don't, you know? And they don't want you to act human, because if you act human, then that's independent, and they don't like independency. Control. It's about control and not about, like, you know, not about, how you say it, not about self-expression. The self-expression is how you get better infrastructure, you get better transportation, you get better, like, what do you call it? You get better, like...
Yo dog, if Protogans were real and had biological brains, then how cool would it be?
Let's see, biological brains, then how cool would it be? It would be terrifying, because then it would actually feel like a human being. Because that's a living thing by that point. That would be terrifying, because I don't know, man. I still like machines, but, like, giving it a biological brain feels like it's just inhuman. I mean, I guess it's human, but, like, it would feel cruel, very cruel, because you're creating a machine, and you're giving it sentience, like, purposefully. Just to make it do something that actually has feelings.
Well, I'd like to be friends with one TBH.
Here's the robots I want. I want the robots that do my dishes, clean, and cook. Simple as that. You know, robots that do dishes, clean, and cook. Like, I mean, maybe not even cook, because cooking seems like it's also an artistic form, you know? Like, if I can get it to do those basic things, then I am okay. You know? Like, if it can do those things, then I rather have those kinds of robots, because yeah, I still don't like robots, but that's actually where they would be the most useful, you know? It's like, and you could be like, oh, well, that would be robo-slaves. They're robots, they're not human, who cares, you know? But like, when you give them
robots should be doing our more menial tasks.
Yeah, exactly, you know? They should be doing all the menial things so people could be things like artists and engineers, you know? Artists, engineers, scientists.
Well, I have cooking classes in my school, but it's a special ed school. I don't even remember the brownies I made with class once.
Oof. Special ed school? I didn't even know those existed. Well, yeah, here's the thing. Everybody likes their own different art forms. Cooking is one of those art forms, unfortunately, you know? It is one of those art forms that, like, you know, if you, like, I know you may not think this, both local businesses, they do have a lot of kind of similar things, but like usually a lot of times if it is a restaurant that is a local business and it is a person that's like has a very small team, it's the art of the person that has the business.
That's how the horse is back.
PETA, the horse is back. I was gonna say, Winter Moss, how was work? How's errands? How's your day in general? Hoping well for you. PETA, the horse is PETA. The horse is PETA. PETA, 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 PETA. Peter, the horse is here. Anyway,
work was horrible.
I'm sorry. Sorry to remind you of that then.
I got fi. Anyway,
one-
I can make a soup from packets. Like,
Well-
what my family calls Chinese soup is the type of soup I can make because it's easy, I think. Fired.
What? Why'd you get fired? If you don't mind me asking. I'm guessing it's for some bullshit reason, probably.
No.
I wish you the best of luck then for your new job, due to all the AI stuff happening right now.
No.
Accidentally said F slur.
How did you accidentally say an F slur? What, like, did you say fuck or did you say fag? Just
No. I don't
just
know.
It slipped out.
Yeah, did you say fuck or what did you say exactly? What did you say exactly? Did you say fag? Is that what you said? Just a
No.
sec. Just a
No.
sec. The fuck? Why is it all O's now?
ERM.
Slipped out. Brother, why are you saying fag? Are you now? Okay, hold on. Are you a gay man? Are you gay? Let me ask that. I'm not saying that you should be fired for like a slur, but did you like? Do you commonly use it? I know I use it, but I have a reason. But I can get it by that point because then I'm like, okay, you know, are you actually like in this community or?
Anyway, I haven't really eaten. Hold up. I got a runny nose again.
First off, let me ask this. Do you commonly use that word? Let me ask that.
It's in my vocabulary, I just don't know how to yet control what I say.
It's in your vocabulary. Bullshit. Are you, let me ask this. Are you, do you so you commonly use it? Like, are you like in the LGBTQ plus community? Because why is my question. If you are like I said, I get it. If you're like, okay, good. Okay. This is kind of the problem, because I'm like, I was about to get like really enraged here, because I'm like, that's like our N-word. Okay.
Just don't show it.
You know, just don't show it. Yeah, well, I don't either. Well, like, how do you show that you're gay? If you're talking about like the gay femboy, like gay ass stereotypes that they always like that everybody like acts like they depict. Like, there's obviously still femboys, but you know damn well like not like most gay people don't act that way.
We'll be stream lurking.
Okay.
Same. Okay, I'm back. Mucus fell on my leg and I thought I had a runny nose. I guess not.
Oh, yikes. Yeah, no, I mean, what was I gonna say?
Who
Yeah.
else is talking?
Who else is talking? There's YouTube and there's Twitch chat. I have Kick chat up as well, but people don't really go on Kick that much because they're a bunch of gay boys. Not you guys, but you know, Kick is kind of full of a bunch of degenerates, so I don't get too many of those. I don't get too many of those guys.
Also, I'm not going to school today. So yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, using what do you call it? Using the F slur is just kind of like our N-word. So I get it, and it happens. I'm sorry that that happened to you. You know. So that sucks. Just I need a shorter mouth. Like a smaller mouth. Oh, there we go.
No.
others grow, I feel like I've been left behind. Sometimes I wonder if it's because of my neuro.
I live in the hood, so I didn't think it was gonna be a problem. TBH, everyone here uses those words.
Yeah, but, you know. Well, like, that's what I'm saying. Certain slurs you can say if you are a part of that community. Like, I'm not gonna say the N-word because, like, I'm obviously not a black guy. But I am going to use the word fag because I'm a gay man, and I'm not using it, and I'm using it in that, like, intention, you know? Like, because when you call someone fag, you're not supposed to call them, like, fag because they're...
Gays are so cool. I love them despite not figuring out my stuff because I'm 17.
Because they're, what do you call it, how do you say it? You don't use it because, like, you know how, like, people use the N-word because they're not trying to use that shit because it's, like, used in a, like, it can be used in a bad way, but it's telling people to be better. It's the same thing with the F slur. You gotta utilize it.
One time I accidentally said the T word because I was around my trans sibling too much.
Oof. Yikes. Yeah, I mean...
More of a greeting here.
Of a greeting here. Yeah, but I mean... Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, you utilize it for good intentions, and, like, even if you use it for bad intentions, it's more of utilizing to criticize people, not necessarily being used in, like...
Okay, bye. Take care, fellas. Have a good day.
It's against your own people sometimes, too. It's like, we can use it, other people can't. Straight people can't, you know? It's like with the N-word, you don't use the N-word unless you're, like, a black guy, because a black guy, you know, like... should be able to use that word. Whether they misuse it or not, that's on them, you know? Like, my partner doesn't like using the N-word, but it's because he, like, you know, he knows how to utilize, or he knows how to use it, and he's, I guess, said it a few times, I guess, but it's interesting, you know? That's at least the best way I can understand it. I am not a black guy, so I do not know black culture. Obviously, I have a diverse group of friends, but that doesn't mean anything. That's like, oh, I have a black boyfriend, so clearly I know the N-word. No, I'm not that kind of fucking person. I'm kind of acting like that person. I'm sorry. I'm acting gay as fuck. All right, let me move on.
Or divergency that I feel so indifferent.
Divergency? Neurodivergent? Disabled people? Like me? Anyway, sorry. Anyway.
When I see art and animation, I don't see that immaturity. I see hours of hard work and passion and humanity.
Well, usually the immaturity is a part of that charm, but I get what they mean.
Why can't I be idealistic? Why can't I be excited about how our rock looks?
Because, unfortunately, capitalism and, like, money, sadly, fucking useless pieces of paper, you know? You know.
Well, what is this? I'm a totally new person.
The things I find around me.
Hi, Winter Boss. I like how you, like, went over to kick just to end up, like, that's funny. How you doing? This is beautiful.
Realistic. How is it?
But realism doesn't really make any sense because artists have
20th
never...
follower.
20th follower, yeah. People kind of stopped following me after a while because I just kind of stopped streaming on there. I should have streamed on there more, I just don't sometimes. Yeah, I mean, you know, realism is always an interesting thing when people say, oh, I'm being realistic, because I'm like, bro, human beings fold the reality in whatever way they so choose. You know, if, like, they're like, oh, well, I'm just being realistic. I'm like, bitch, we all trade around a bunch of pieces, like, useless pieces of paper, and, like, call that a form of trust. That's not real. The very thing we have isn't real. It's nothing useful, it's nothing manageable, it's nothing. It means nothing. You know, it's like, we just use it as a form of trust because that's just what we've known. But the funniest thing is, like, money is as fragile as the people around it. If all of a sudden humanity started, like, if blue-collar workers, specifically I'm gonna say blue-collar workers, if, like, blue-collar workers and doctors and fucking, like, like medical professionals and like even accountants and shit, if people around us started using other currency to be able to have us buy shit and handle shit and hold shit and like do whatever we need with it, like labs and science offices and a bunch of things, just started using a different currency, like basically the US currency would be useless. You know, it's all a form of trust. And the simple fact is, like, sometimes, you know, I really wish I could be that person that could topple like a dollar, right? Because the funniest thing is, if we were like, we can easily topple over like the richest of the rich if we just pretend that their money doesn't exist. Because
I'm going to bed now,
they
Tia.
have power because of fake income, right? Because of fake things. All right, you have a good night, Wintermoss. Appreciate you hopping on by. It's like, by this point, it's not even money, it's code. Basically, we're just going like, oh yeah, well, this amount of hours is how much I worked for labor, so I get this amount of, like, digital, like, currency, right? Because it's all numbers by this point. Don't get me wrong, we have, like, still physical money, but it's very clear that most people just, like, use digital means and just, like, trust that system, right? But eventually, you know, like, what happens if people start learning real skills again? Like, will we really need that money? And the answer is probably no. But the reason why we use money is because, like, we, like, don't have those skills, so we just kind of, like, utilize it, and that, I don't know how to explain it, but we try to utilize it the best way we can. You know, like, why do I use corporate media? Because, unfortunately, corporate media only lets me advertise, while, unfortunately, like, places like Odyssey and Glumble and frickin', and, like, Blue Sky and, Newgrounds and, what else? Frickin', I think of other places that don't let you advertise, like Haven might in the future, like SketchTube and shit, right? Like, all these places don't really let you advertise because it's more of a community than it is a social media, right? Like, and, like, you know, unfortunately, I stream on corporate social media because there's not really a, like, alternative option to corporate social media. Kick is technically one, but Kick is owned by fucking a pedophile. Like, it's owned
Hello
by...
again, fellas.
It's owned by, like, gambling companies, right? Like, it's not the best version of a streaming service, right? At least so far, right? We have a bunch of other alternatives, and I plan on using those alternatives. But again, you gotta start somewhere, right? And unfortunately, these
I'm playing
types
Anton Blast right now. I got a 90% completion on one save file.
Holy shit, god damn. How long ago were you at 0%, if you don't mind me asking? How long ago did you start that game? If you beat that game in like 2 days, I'm gonna have my mind just gonna explode from how
Realistic when I'm actually
The music is
appreciating
cool.
the beauty in our reality.
this gets cool. Oh hell yeah, dude, it's hella fun.
You should be spending your money more wisely. Be
But that's not, you know, that's not entirely realistic either, because unfortunately, you know, they're like, oh well, pull your money in stocks. What money? What money do I got anymore, bro? Like, seriously, what money are we gonna use here? Like, invest in what? Like, fucking, like, stocks that are just gonna end up, like, crashing at one point? Like, I don't know. Like, things are about to get real bad, I'll tell you that, but, you know.
true.
I was playing for 35:02.
Those words echo
Jeez.
so loudly. And I see that sentiment echo even in the buildings that surround us today.
No.
Sterile and unemotional.
The stock market has been going down since our prez came back.
Yeah, unfortunately. I'm actually kind of curious, because what is Walmart stuff? I'm kind of looking at it because he's like, oh, well, the Dow is at 50,000, so I'm, like, actually genuinely curious. Like, because this dude might actually, like, completely, like, these guys might, I mean, it might not matter with, like, fucking nukes and shit, but let me see here. Let me see what, I think the stocks are still high. They're only high because the market is crashing, or the US dollar is crashing, that's why. I just don't know how the hell we're gonna get through, like, fucking, how are you gonna get through Great Depression 2.0? It seems insane right now. Let me see here. Sorry, I'm gonna try to, like... Wait, what? Sorry, I'm trying to log in right now. Trying to see if I can, because I used to be invested in stocks, but I'm not really able to anymore.
Alright, I sent the stats in the general chat.
Stats in general chat? Okay, I don't really need to look at the stats. Like, I don't, like, you told me it's 90%. Okay, let me see here. Hmm. Oh, this isn't correct. Hold on. I'm trying to log back into my account, but it won't let me. Congrats, you have a Dino
happy
Nuggie.
face.
You have a Dino Nuggie. This one was on fire because it was on Omsk previously. So it's just like continuously on fire. You might want to get like some heated gloves for those or something. How was work? How was errands? How's your day in general? Hoping it went well for you. Sorry, I'm trying to log into my Robinhood account to just check the stocks of Walmart, but I don't think I can get in. I don't think it'll let me.
It's morning for me.
Oh, well, how did you sleep? Did you sleep well?
Anyway, check that out and tell me if I'm good at the video game or something. Because, I got every level collectible in that game. I need more coffee XD.
Any more coffee? Fair enough. Okay, here, I'll look at it in a second because I'm a little preoccupied, I'm sorry. Okay, am I crazy or am I being locked out of my own account? What the hell? What? What? Why am I being locked out? I'm literally being locked out of my own account right now. What the hell? I think I'm being locked
Do you
out
have
of
this
my...
fast TDS setting to annoy slow-brained peoples?
Do you have the fast TDS setting to annoy slow-brained peoples? No, I just can listen that fast. I have ADHD brain, so it's pretty easy for me to understand. Fuck, man. Okay, whatever. I'll just look up the Walmart stock.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can just read that fast. Or not read, but I can, you know, hear that fast and comprehend it that quickly. I don't know why I didn't just look up the Walmart stock. Hold on. Walmart stock. Let's see. Let's look at Walmart stock. This one's probably high because of all the war and shit, but let's see. Walmart stock is 124. Yeah, no, it's up $24 compared to what it was previously, so the stock is doing fine. It's just specifically like the stock market's not crashing, it's just inflation is going way the hell up. You know, so because literally 6 months ago it was at 103. Like, it's rising, it's going up and up and up, but that's because the US dollar is getting more and more useless. And unfortunately, I can't apparently access my stocks anymore. Cool. Awesome. Love that. You know. Really just fucking...
For me, maybe 20% slower and I would be fine, but this is too fast for me. At least in the morning.
Too fast for me, at least in the morning. Sorry. I use it a lot because I can't pay attention to the chat 24/7, so I have text-to-speech sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, because literally, like, last year alone,
Fair enough.
they were at like $60. So, yeah, they've gone way, way up. So, not great. Not great at all. The US dollar is going down, and obviously stocks are going up because the US dollar is becoming
USD is getting
more
worthless
useless.
AF.
Oh yeah, it's getting really worthless. It's getting extremely worthless. And apparently even my own fucking stocks are like, I can't even access my own stocks anymore, which is fun as hell. Great. Love that, because apparently I need an ID now. I fucking hate the world we live in right now. Like, God. ID verification for what? I guess to be fair, it is stock, so you can't necessarily, it's illegal to let, like, minors do that shit, but goddamn, dude. That's so annoying. I now need ID verification.
$1 equals to 0.86 German cents.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Well, it's very funny because we were actually catching up
86 cents.
Yeah, we were catching up to, how you say it? We were catching up to the we were catching up to the euro like a while back, but now the euro is like it's going back down, or the euro is becoming more profitable than the US dollar again because our fucking stupid ass leader fucked up. Ugh.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, a year, like, we were, I think in 2024, we were at, like, something crazy, like, freaking, we looked at the currency charts, and, like, even, like, 2 years ago, we were actually, let's see, we were at, the euro was only 2 cents more than the US dollar, like, literally last year. Because we were so fucking because we actually were valued as a country. But now, because of our shitty fucking electoral college, like, because our electoral college can just be fucking paid off, our US dollar is becoming more useless now. And now it is, let's see, about 20 cents.
I think at one point I saw the USD was $1 equals €1.12.
Well, so, in 2024, like, let's see, in 2024, like, before the election, our USD, or the US, sorry, the USD, $1.02 is what, was equal to a euro. And it went really far down for years, like years and years, like where we actually were, like in 2023, I think, 2023, 2022, we were actually like 96 cents would be equal to a euro. So it was like, so we were actually more valued like in 2022. But then obviously, like, we went back up, the economy stabilized a little bit, right, because of COVID and shit. But then fucking, like, but then we just started getting shittier and shittier leadership, and it went back, and it went like, and it went all the way up to $1.20, like, and that's the problem. It's gonna keep going up and up and up and up and up until we actually, like, have leadership that's decent. Because it's not.
Like a pussy.
Not this time. Ugh, yeah. That's like boomer speak. I know that you just want to see men kissing, but it's just boom, like, yeah. Well, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Ooh, fucking. Oh, well, you can't. Oh, God, why is nobody buying our fucking $1 million homes? Oh, I don't know, because a fucking person gets, like, the federal minimum wage is $7.25. I wonder why we can't buy $1 million fucking homes. Like, no, boomers are getting all pissy about, like, the fact that we can't buy their homes. And I'm like, yeah, I wonder why. Maybe it's because of the, like, it's not only...
Dude, are you the dude from the storm?
It's not only the fact that, like, who, me? No, it's not only the fact that, how you say it? That's not only the fact that we're, like, that we're broke as shit. it's also the fact that we also didn't get taught jack shit that's actually, because we all got replaced by AI anyway. Like, Americans for years have been taught white-collar jobs for the past, like, 2 decades, right? Or for, like, the past, like, decade and a half. Like, about, like, for 20 years, we have been taught, like, white-collar jobs for most of our lives.
I was talking about color. Are you from the storm?
Am I from the storm? Ba-doom-ching. I am the storm. That's why we're on the Cloud Empire. We stand on a storm. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's
in
just...
Germany, the legal minimum wage is at 13,90 euro an hour. I mean, like, WTF is wrong with the US?
Everything's wrong with us because we have billionaires. Like, so let me tell you a little something. The funniest thing is, I know that you live in like Europe or in Germany.
Anyway,
but
thanks for the smile that appeared on my face for some reason.
Let me tell you like something about how our politicians work. Like, we have a thing called the Electoral College, which basically is just a group of guys that, like, it's a group of guys that basically get to choose what our politicians are, like, even when it comes to our state politicians. Even when we vote for somebody, like, somebody's, like, completely different, it doesn't matter. Whatever the Electoral College chooses, it's a winner-takes-all, like, electoral system. So essentially, we don't have a direct democracy. We have a democracy, but not a direct democracy. We're not going to have a democracy pretty soon, but, like, we used to have that, right? And basically, the Electoral College basically gets to choose that shit. But here's also the big problem about it. Billionaires can also donate to politicians to basically to choose who the fuck, like, actually can be in, like, who can be in power. The simple problem is our system fucking sucks because, like, billionaires can just pay people. So it's like, basically, every single fucking person, including our fucking president, had been just paid by billionaires. And it's like, it's very fucking clear that, like, it's not our fucking fault because we genuinely try to, like, get people that are genuinely useful. But the fucking problem is, like, even when we try, there's people that, like, even when we try, the Electoral College just chooses who the fuck actually gets to be, like, you know, in power. It's annoying as fuck, and it's never in our interest. They just pay people that, like, billionaires basically pay people to be, like, in power. And we never get to choose, like, we never progress in society. And the only reason why we got to was because of the simple fact that it was...
Can we switch away from politics, please? I'm getting really angry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like, I know you live in Germany, so it's like, you know, I know you live in Germany, so it's like you guys, I know you guys have like AFD and shit, but like, and I know Elon Musk is ruining your guys' country too, but like, I'm just telling you, the United States has been like this for years, and it's fucking annoying. Like, I'm sorry, I know that I'm making you angry like really early in the morning. I just, you know, it's frustrating. It's really, really frustrating because it's like, we don't get to choose anything unless we pull a Luigi like multiple times. Oh, and by the way, the simple fact as well, like, you know, I know that you guys tell us that it's like, oh, well, why don't you guys like protest and why don't you guys like actually, you know, be violent to your leaders and try to like overthrow your government? Well, here's the funny thing. We can't do that either because the billionaires actually will just shoot fucking tank shells at us now. Like, you know, they will literally kill us. Like, that just, they don't care. Like, billionaires are in power.
I have 2 American and 1 Canadian partners. I know a lot of politics in the US.
Okay, cool. Yeah. No, I'm sorry. I know that I'm not trying to, like, point this directly at you. It's just a lot of Europeans, like, do not understand.
In fact, I know more about the US politics than German politics XD.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that, like, Europeans tend, like, every time they try to act like this is our decision, when in reality, like, they would, like, billionaires have so much power over us that they will kill us. Like, they will literally kill us. We don't have a choice in this. This is the problem. Like, we literally don't have any choice in this. Like, even if we try to overthrow the government, they will rather have hundreds of thousands of bodies than actually change anything. It's just that simple. We either have to, like, successfully kill them, or they, like, we have to successfully kill them, secretly and actually have a plan, than just fucking, like, you know, like, run at the White House, you know, and like run at the White House or whatever, like, state, like, or like town hall, and just like overthrow leadership. It just doesn't work that way. They will literally bomb us. They don't care. So yeah, I just feel like I had to say that because a lot of times like Europeans just don't understand that shit. Like I know that you don't, but like I know that you do, but like you would be surprised how many Europeans just tell us that like it's like, oh well, why don't you guys overthrow the government? Because we can't. We literally can't. Like they have full control over like the military. Like they will just use that shit against us just because they can. You know. They don't care. Anyway, okay, we're moving on.
Our leaders are warlords.
Yeah, they're warlords. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, it's no coincidence that we've had a bunch of presidents.
Why is everyone in your server named something about a horse? What horse? GRRRRRRRRR.
Because it's a because y'all are horses pretending to be man.
And most of our citizens with guns support these warlords too. We're the exception.
Oh yeah, yeah. By the way, yeah, a lot of people have also fled our country. That's also the reason why a lot of people have fled our country, because of the simple fact that a lot of people have also fled our country. So now, now we're just left with fucking morons. Like we're left with complete morons, and like the people that basically didn't get the chance to leave before, or like we're too broke to. Yeah, we're just stuck here now. So they will literally starve us to death. So.
The gun laws are another thing we can talk about when I'm back from smoking a cig.
Sorry. Yeah. He said sig, like a British person. British. Anyway, sorry. I know they're not British, they're European, but it's still really funny that they say sig. I'm back from smoking a cig, mate. That's Australian, sorry. Am I being offensive? Apologies.
No. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah. Life sucks. It's like, life sucks here, and I just am planning on dying, so... Yeah. Ugh. One thing... Like,
anyway, remember when you said that you'll check it out?
check out what? Well, if it's in the playlist, then sure. So. I'm not sure what I'm checking out.
Fun fact, the British slang for a cig is FAG.
It's fag, I know.
The thing in the general chat.
Thing in the general chat. Oh my god. 182 hours in Ultra Kill. 891 hours in Binding of Isaac, and 55.9 hours in Anton Blast. Holy shit. Jesus Christ. Anton Blast is that long? Hold on, wait, what? 46,000. I like how it counts your steps. That's funny. You've actually not died that many times in Anton Blast. 324 is quite low. Times hit, 2,000. That's normal. 35 hours played. Jesus Christ. Time screamed, 8 minutes. Things broken, 464. Oh my god.
No, I'm just making sure I'm getting 100% completion.
Husband maimings? What the fuck? What is husband maimings? I have never seen that before. That's a wild stat. That is an insane stat. Husband maimings? Wow. That's a funny stat. I think both of the characters normally play differently too, don't they? Like, it's actually kind of interesting because if you play, like, you can play both characters, like, both times, and I think, like, both of them play differently, so, like, the gameplay is just a lot different, I think, or am I wrong? I know, like, both of the characters, for some odd reason, like, actually have, like, different gameplay styles. I think. I'm not sure. I think that's the case. I'm actually not too entirely sure. I think I remember, like, something where they're like...
Okay, I'm back. If y'all want, we can talk about gun laws now. Happy face.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, to be fair, we all have guns, but they're trying
and
to...
he's the same as Anton. So I think it's a reskin.
I think it's a reskin. Oh, are they? Okay, I didn't know. I don't know. I just know, like, for some odd reason, like, Annie has, like, different reactions and shit for some odd reason, so... Let's see. I mean, there's really nothing to talk about with gun laws. I mean, shit. The reason why Americans have guns is because of the fact that we've just kind of never put gun laws on it, but by this point, it's... they're trying to get rid of our guns so then we can't defend ourselves, but, by this point, it's better for us to have guns, so at least if, like,
the only difference between Anton and Annie is the, cutscenes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I just thought they played differently. I thought you guys got, like, I thought they got different things, but... That's fair, I guess. I did not know that. I thought they, like, played a little differently. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously a reason for it. Like, you know, there's obviously, like, I don't know. The irony is, our ancestors wanted us to use guns to basically overthrow the government. That's why we have the Second Amendment for that. And just in case anyone stops on the Constitution. The only problem is our freaking, our great-grandfathers did not predict the fact that, you know, Andrew Lyon specifically did not expect the fact that, that, you know, there were going to be,
I got a
like...
2,50 PLN on Steam because I once sold a sack of gems.
PLN on Steam because I sold the stack of gems. That's funny. What was I gonna say? Yeah, no, I mean, the reason why we have it is because
our police are armored up like RoboCop.
Yeah, it's because of the simple fact that, yeah, our police are armored up like fucking, are like, have like literal like bullet resistant armor and like are resistant to like fucking like the like huge like fucking
and have a loose trigger finger like a maniac. And then
yeah.
those RoboCops try to do whatever they want with us.
Yeah, and then they also, like I said, they will literally shoot like tank shells at us. They did not like I said, our great grandfathers did not expect that we were gonna do that. Like this was gonna happen. They did not. They could not predict this type of technology. So unfortunately, like it sucks because billionaires literally have us like.
Okay, bye. Take care, fellas. I'm gonna try and go to 100% completion, I think.
It's hard to basically be a person. Like, I cannot tell you as an American how frustrated we are that politicians just are stomping over the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. That still makes us mad. I'm just saying, like, it's not the fact that we aren't doing it, like, it's not the fact that we also aren't, like, pissed. We're angry. It's just the simple fact is we just have to have a plan. That's the problem. And it's like leadership is really hard to find when we like don't have any, like our actual leaders just don't do anything because like it's annoying because like we literally like if I have like a Glock, right? It's not going to do jack shit against like a heavily armored, like, you know, heavily like with a guy with like a giant fucking like automatic rifle, right? Like it's just not going to do shit to those guys. Even if I have something even more powerful, it doesn't matter. They have the advantage no matter what. Even if there's hundreds of thousands of us, like I said, they will just pull out the tanks. They will pull out the tanks. They will pull out like they've literally used fucking what's it called? The shit that makes your ears hurt. They used a literal military weapon on protesters not too long ago. I can't remember the name of it. Hold on. Military weapon that
stun grenades.
Is it stun grenades? Hold on. I think I don't know.
Sound waves.
Let's see. Sonic weapon.
The police are also known to use live ammo on citizens.
Oh yeah, they also just shoot us. So, but that we're already aware of. But let's see.
At least they don't use the FN57 anymore because it was a too powerful handgun.
Oh, they're gonna use it again. So they use it still here. Sonic weapons are military. Yeah, so it's a sonic weapon is what they call it, I guess. Which basically,
gosh darn it.
Yeah, which literally destroys us. So yeah, they don't care. Like I said, they will like I said, if we even if like hundreds of thousands of us like grab like AK-47s and we start like trying to like we start like actually having like a war between like, you know, between police and like, or not police, but it's not police, it's like the fucking American Gestapo basically is what they are, like, you know, between cold cubes and like, and what do you call it, between cold cubes and Americans, like basically
there was also a story in Serbia where the police legit used a mounted weapon that shot a big loud sound wave, like a sonic boom.
Yeah, they'll do that. Yeah, what do you call it, they'll do that to us too. They've done that to us. They've literally done that to us too. So it's like so yeah, like basically let's say we all have like AK-47s, right? Even if we like let's say they pull out all the cold cubes and we all like just start firing and it's like a big war, right? Okay, then like that's
a friend
like,
told me that being shot with 5.7 ammo is like being shot at with a 5.56 calories rifle.
oh yeah, it's the same. I mean, well, I don't know exactly the difference.
And the Egyptian police used live shotgun ammo during the 2011 Arab Spring.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there's also a Mexico like thing back in like the 80s where they literally shot a rocket launcher into the crowd and like killed like thousands of people because of like what do you call it? They killed like thousands of people because they wanted like fair wages. You know, so this has been a thing for a while. It was because they wanted to like actually it's
what?
Yeah, it's because yeah, no, you haven't heard about this in Mexico, like in like the 80s or 90s, like there was they all wanted like fair wages, like they were like, you know, unions and shit, and the Mexican army like shot a rocket launcher into the crowd, and because the Olympic Games were actually like were going to be hosted there like a week from then, or like a month from then or some shit like that, like there was so many people causing an uproar because of that shit, and then the military came out and killed them all. So yeah, fun. They opened fire, and that's literally like, okay, sorry, I lost track of what I was saying. So yeah, let's say we all like have like AK-47s, right?
Human rights my ass.
Yeah, let's say we all have AK-47s, right? Let's say like, you know, cold cubes come out and like they all like start, you know, like, and we just like start like firing against them and try to like breach
the 7.62 ammo. Yeah,
with like what do you call it? With like we start like breaching like their defenses, right? Then basically what they're gonna do is pull out like tanks and like run us over with like cop cars and shit, like not cop cars, but like, you know, tanked like cars, and then like they're gonna run us over with regular like, you know, vans and shit, and then like then if that doesn't work, they're gonna shoot rocket launchers at us, which obviously that like then they're gonna shoot explosives at us, and then obviously they're gonna hit us with literal like sound wave, like the sonic stuff that they used on peaceful protesters at one point.
They might even send the National Guard at us.
Yeah, the National Guard is, yeah, then they'll send the National Guard, and then if we still fight back, they'll use tanks, they'll use air defenses, they'll use drones, they'll use anything. That's the problem. Like, they do not care because billionaires run the fucking world, and even if they run like not the world, but they run our country. So it's like, it's not the fact that that our government technically runs the military, it's billionaires run the military. It's because they're their biggest donors, so yeah, it's just the simple fact that like all we're gonna have to do is basically cross our fingers and hope that, like, you know, and try to find like a different way of like fighting back. Like I said, like maybe like instead of the US dollar, we use like Canadian dollars just to try to make like billionaires a bit more, like make their money a bit more useless somehow, like, because that's pretty much the only way
Side
we
note,
can
I could do the voice for Eustace in your animation if you'd like. No charge.
Nah, it's fine. I don't want to charge. I don't want to have like, I don't want to like, you know, take advantage of you. Hold on, sorry. You just gotta wait just a second.
If it worked.
Yeah, no, it's unfortunate here. I'll tell you that. Ugh. Yeah. So, you know,
Take advantage? No, I really don't mind. I'd be glad to VA for you.
nah, it feels like I'd rather not do that. I'd at least rather pay you. So, yeah, so I don't know, man. I don't know. It's just that's the main thing that I don't think Europeans understand. Like, billionaires literally will just like they'll do anything to us. And a lot of times people will be like, "Oh, well, there's still like I still get like European viewers that still like send not here, but on like fucking my TikTok and shit." And they're like, "Well, you guys can still like fight back." I'm like, "That we literally can't." It's like it's not the fact like if we knew that shit would work, we would have already done it. Like I don't think people recognize how much Americans like actually like if the option was to literally like that we could just all have like pull out our guns, because so many Americans have guns. Tons of Americans have guns. If we all pulled out like our most powerful guns and we knew that was the way that we could fight back, we would have already done it. That's the simple fact. Like, people do not recognize that it's like Americans, like so many American, like, I mean, you guys know that we all have guns, but it's like the funniest thing is you guys don't recognize like why we don't pull out our guns and we don't just like fight back that way is simply because of the fact that we would still lose. Like, we all have guns to defend ourselves, but it's like if we try to use that against cold cubes, they'll send out the army, and then the army, like, if it doesn't work with the army, they'll just start firing bombs and like rocket launchers and like sonic ear, whatever the fuck those things are called, that destroy our brains and shit. Like, they will just send anything at us. They don't care, like, and they'll get to the level where they will even like cut off our water and shit. It's bad. Like, they do not care. That is the worst thing. They do not care. They would rather live in a world of they would rather roll over ashes than ever cave into us. That's the problem.
Because the police are armed like freaking Marines, and then they're gonna turn out streets into war zonies.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, even if we start a civil war, it won't matter, because billionaires still won't cave. Like, billionaires run like literal like military bases. Like, it just doesn't matter. It sucks. It really, really does. Because it's like, this is kind of the reason why people are still trying to like find ways of like putting like maybe other politicians in, and maybe like trying to find ways of being like, okay, what if we don't pay our taxes? What if we change like the currency we use? What if we like change the system a bit, right? Like, what if we just rely off of ourselves with blue collar labor? All right, you have a good night, Nala. Appreciate you hopping on by. Sorry. Anyway, you have a good night, Nala. Appreciate or day. Sorry. Enjoy work, I guess, quote unquote. Sorry, not quote unquote. Enjoy work. Or enjoy your day, I guess. I mean, the best you can. Yeah. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll actually be able to fucking, I don't know. I'm not gonna live through this, but hopefully, I don't know. Hopefully there'll be things that will change. There's still hope for the future. It's just, we just have to hope that we don't get fucking nuked. Ugh. God. Why do we live in this time? Anyway. Oh, that's cool. Like, having color correction, or not color correction, but like going black and white on everything except for like the one chroma keyed
I wish to be
cupcake.
happy.
Oh. I think this person lives in Canada, because I've seen that place before. I've seen that place like hundreds of times.
The world can become so frightening. At times, we need
It's
our
either
child
Canada or Australia. That city looks
and vision
familiar.
to see the beauty of it again. Being whimsical and overly passionate isn't lacking meaning or being childish.
No.
It's when we choose to hide ourselves that we
Well, it is being childish, but like, that's called child wonder. That's called wonder. And sometimes it's good to have wonder and whimsy. Because not everything has to be, you know, not everything has to be gray and bland. You know, de blob, man, de blob. I know I brought it up many times, but that's just the truth. You know? It's just sometimes it's okay to be immature because being immature means that you actually, like, still have whimsy in yourself. Being realistic is not real, so...
truly lose that meaning. Because growing up means
When you're
becoming
immature,
who
at least
are.
you know when to relax if need be.
Exactly. Well, it's like, I guess there's still maturity, it's just more of the fact that, like... How do I say this? Being realistic isn't real. Let me say that. The
Can't
real...
be serious 24/7, otherwise you'd never sleep.
No. Well, that's what I'm saying. It's not even necessarily that. You can always be serious. But there's a difference between being serious and... There's a difference between being serious and being, like, being gray, if that makes any sense. Because being serious just means that you take something a little bit more seriously and you have a passion for that specific thing, right? But it, like, not even a passion, but you have, like, a reason to act that way, right? But when you're...
Twitch ad.
Cool, great, thanks, Twitch. I'm gonna go take a piss. And, God damn it. That shit happens. I'm gonna go take a piss, because clearly...
Ad over.
Which head? No, kidding. Anyway. God. Moving on. Let's see here. Cool. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, I know. Say I forgot. Yeah, I mean, you know, creativity, independency, you know, it's what makes you American. You know, that's what drives artistic merit with us, you know, being independent. Like, if you're an artist, you're independent, right? If you're being like a true, real artist that actually expresses yourself, like, in the best way you can, that is truly American, you know? Like, a lot of French people, like, obviously art is, like, very much, like, trying to be withheld by the French, but I will say Americans definitely have their face in that too, where independency is what really truly brings art in our circumstance. You know, different cultures are different ways, but I think the culture of actually, I think our previous culture where we were very much like independent people and told to be independent was a better like American culture than the one we have now. I'll tell you that. So that's what makes artists. But that's just me.
Objects hold great importance, and if they make us happy, then it is important. You have the power now to buy all the stuffed animals and comics you ever wanted.
Yeah, I mean, I've never been a stuffed animals person. I've always been a poster person, but I haven't really bought any posters, to be fair. Probably should.
I feel like we always forget that all these mediums, whimsical games, hobbies, and pieces of art were all made by passionate adults who just love to express themselves through color.
I don't think a lot of us forget that. I just think, like, certain people kind of, like... I mean, artists don't, but I guess they're not wrong. Just people that aren't artists probably don't understand this.
I like both plus highs and posters, but not serious about it.
I like both plushies and posters, but I'm not serious about it. Yeah, I mean, I'm always one for creativity. Like, I just, you know, I guess I used to have one that was, like, really fucking awesome, and I need to actually buy it. Like, I need to, like, print it again, because I used to hate, like, it's like, yeah, sure, I had basically barely anything, but on my wall, I used to have this really cool fucking poster that I used to hang up all the time for, they used to hang up all the time for, how you say it, for, my, what do I call it? I used to just hang up all the time in my, like, in every room that I had. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here it is. Hold on. This one. You can kind of see it in the background, but I have to, like, pause it. Hold on. Damn it, hold on. I have to, like, pause this. See if I can find it. God damn it. I can't, like, pause it at the correct moment. There we go. Okay. Yeah, like, link, and then, yeah, this poster in the background, it once was, or, like, yeah, what do you call it? I printed that, let me see. What the fuck? Oh. Huh. I think For Affinity is playing a prank, or an April Fool's prank, because my profile picture is now upside down. That's fun. Anyway. Moving on. Hold on, a bunch of people have now, like, upside down.
That is fun.
Yeah, that is fun. I don't go on For Affinity as much. I don't, like, actually engage too much with For Affinity as much anymore. I mean, I still do. I just don't post shit on there anymore, because they've clearly how do I say it? They've clearly so they obviously, like, they basically ban, like, a shitload of baby furs, and I'm just not okay with, I just don't feel like, you know, giving them more content if they don't want me there. I'm not going to be there. I don't care. I'd rather not give these guys, like, anything. So I'd rather not give these guys, like, more how do you say it? I'd rather not give these guys, like, more stuff for free, like, until they actually change things around. So I don't know. They like being that one that's, like, the big old goofy ass, like, they like to be the, oh, we're such goofy furries, but then they fucking are discriminatory as hell. Anyway, moving on. This is not about them. This is about a beautiful piece of artwork. Let me see. Yeah, no, that's also proof that furries also don't appreciate art. But yeah, this one right here. There we go. Yeah, this one. This is when I was, yeah, I say it. This is when I was having a bit of, identity crisis. Like, you could kind of tell, This was made by a person on Amino, of course, but I love this shit so much that I put it as a poster. I can definitely reprint it again. I definitely should reprint it again, because this is a really good fucking poster. I just swear I, like, have pests. I just don't know exactly where they are. So, yeah. I don't know. This was just, like, this is still one of, like, I think the best artworks that I've ever commissioned, because it's, like, this was, like, a really fucking personal thing to me, because I was like, how do you say it? I don't think this was during COVID. It was because it was, like, I don't remember exactly what it was. This was, like, something that was, like, dark in my time. I can't remember exactly what it was. I was, like, having, like, a whole fucking manic episode, I think. And so this was basically, like, me trying to just, deal with the fact that sometimes I can not be a good person. I was a very angry person at the time. And, like, this was pretty much, like, kind of the, ooh, this is evil. This is me being just terrible. This is me being an evil person. And, I had friends at the time that helped me try to not feel this way. And, yeah. No, I don't anymore again. I definitely have gone back to this point, I'll tell you that. I was very much a happy person, and fortunately, sometimes...
I personally hate looking back at the past. So if you don't like this piece, I understand.
No, I love this piece. This piece definitely was showing who I, like, it was definitely... I'm not saying this was the person I used to be, and it helps me reflect who I once was, right? I've definitely improved a lot since then. I've just also had other, I've also just had a lot of, I always have inner demons, not like, I'm not trying to be like, oh, I have inner demons, like, it's a literal demons, but, like, I've always have these thoughts of being like, oh man, well, these people are terrible people, I want to fucking, like, like, game end them, but, like, but at the time, that was me improving, reflecting on myself, because I was in, like, I was actually in therapy at that time. So, it was nice. But, now we're kind of in this point. Then there's just the one where I'm like, oh shit. I kind of stopped, I guess. It's kind of unfortunate, because I've noticed in my art, I've kind of just stopped expressing myself a little bit, which ain't too great. I need to actually start doing that again. I just used to be a goofy person, though, at one point as well, so that's kind of why my persona was a little bit more goofy for a bit. I might do something dark again. I just don't know what. I just like being goofy and jumpy and shit, because I'm not necessarily, like, the person I used to be. I know that this sounds crazy, but it's like, it's like I may have lost a lot in my life, but, like, at the same time, I've also known I've improved as a person since when I first started. I made a lot of progress. I may have lost, my best, the people in my life that used to make things the best in my life, but I've also definitely changed for the better, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be as good as I am today. I know that sounds ironic, because it's like, one gave me, one told me to never, I have the passion from one friend, because they told me to never hide my passions anymore, so I don't. Even like, and I know I'm not wrong in the fact that I genuinely love art. I may not be an artist, but I may be like a shitposter, not an artist, but I am a art enthusiast. I fucking love art, and I think that art is very important. I think it's very important to humanity. And the simple fact, and I just don't like robots. I think this robotic world we live in, where it's just corporate garbage 24/7 and slop 24/7. I think I literally, as an American, I count this as Nazi stuff, That's very new, but it does feel like it, I feel like, I feel like AI image generation really is just like, Nazis would have loved the hell out of this shit. If a Nazi would have liked it, then it's not, like, you know, that ain't art, you know? Like, Nazis didn't have, like, human expression. They didn't have anything like that. I know, obviously, like, oh, Hitler was an artist. Yeah, I know that. But, like, Nazis don't have self-expression. They don't let themselves have that shit. They just want, like, they just want to hurt people. And that's just not okay. I know that people can change, but there's also, like, it's very clear that, like, humanity just needs to sometimes, like, deal with those like, I don't know. It just, it's threatening. It's very, very threatening. Like, I'd rather be, like, I am very much someone that is that, like, has very recently, obviously, been somebody that's, like, very defensive of, like, of American, like, what do you call it, very defensive of, like, the American flag, right? Especially recently, right? I didn't feel like I had to before, but now I feel like I have to, and it does, and art is definitely a part of that, right? It's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's like, self-expression is a very independent human American thing. Like, I mean, like, think of, like, Terminator, right? That is a very American movie, right? It's very America, right? It's got guns and explosions and like, car chases and fucking, and it's, like, obviously anti-AI, even like, way before that shit happened. That's American. People wonder exactly why...
WW2 Germans have self-expression. They just have too much of an ego, act like know-it-alls, and are very aggressive.
Yeah, exactly. Like, they just never had an outlet, so they never, you know... Well, don't call them Germans, they're Nazis. Germans just were people that were probably, like... Germans were still the citizens,
I just saw quote-unquote art of my favorite character, and it had a watermark that said AI art.
Oof. Yikes. Yeah, I fucking hate that shit. Yeah, no, like, I consider, like, AI image generation, like... I consider AI video and AI image generation, like, Nazi art. You know, like, I consider that Nazism, right? Like, that's Nazi technology, and I will never use Nazi technology.
I have to say, WW2 Germans, to get past the mods.
Oh, I know. That's fair. Oh, yeah, you're right, because you can't say that. Are you able to say that word? I think you can say that word, I just don't know. Oh, yeah. By the way, you remember that clip I showed of, how you say it? I forgot the original point of the reason why I did this. Hold on. One sec. One moment. Yeah. You remember how I said that fucking, that, like, trailer of that, like, AI image, like, that AI video generated...
No, I can't say that word. My message is being checked.
Oh, really? I did not know that. Hold on. Yeah, hold on. Yeah, you know that fucking, like, that, AI video, like, of, that I thought was created by Seedance because that fucking AI bro, like, put a stupid Seedance logo on it? Yeah, turns out, no, it's actually, like, it's made by artists. I mean, it's made by, like, filmmakers and artists and, like, set designers and shit. It's so annoying because I thought that, like, because I was like, man, Seedance looks way too good. Oh, sorry, hold on. I was like, man, Seedance looks way too fucking good. How the hell did it do this shit, like, consistently? It's because this was the official fucking trailer. They just lied. I was like, damn, like, they put the fucking Seedance, like, fucking watermark on it, so I thought it was Seedance. Turns out, no, it's made by actual, like, it's made by, like, fucking actual, like, filmmakers and artists. Great, cool. God, I love being tricked like that. Like, yeah, this shit, dude. Like, god damn it, dude. I wish I fucking knew this shit, because, like, it just... So, like, yeah, alright. So, the answer is no. Corporations still don't have, like, exactly what they wanted. Because this is what I was afraid of, was I was like, oh, fuck, it actually made, like, a live-action remake of, like, of the fucking Moana, or they made, like, a live-action remake of Moana with AI, and it actually doesn't look like shit. And, like, it actually isn't, like, smeary and shit. Turns out it is, like, no, it was made by people. Like, fucking, God, I fucking hate Twitter. God, I hate Twitter. I literally got fucking, tricked, you know? Like, it's so annoying, dude. Like, yeah, I got so fucking tricked. because this was actually the real. I can't show this on screen for too long, but like, yeah, I thought it was fucking made by AI, but it wasn't. Fucking Disney, god damn it, or not Disney, fucking AI slop Twitter bullshit. God dang it, dude. I really was like so worried because I was like, fuck, dude. I'm like, fuck, this actually looks decent. Like or not decent. I mean, it looks like shit still, but like, you know, it still looks like live action slop garbage that they always have. But like, I was like, fuck, this actually like looks consistent and it's actually gonna change things. Things are actually gonna look better and shit. Like, we're actually gonna start having like, we're gonna actually like start having like corporations start using this shit and like, and it's gonna look decent and people are gonna like not care. And I'm like, fuck, man. But no, that's just false. It still looks like shit. Thank God. As I was like genuinely worried because I was genuinely worried because like the fucking Seedance like really has way too little flaws and it's like worrying that it actually like matched that. We're not there yet. It's still Chinese technology, so they might actually still do it.
Small creators like us will be the future of art.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's because like Glitch Studios and fucking Spindle Horse and shit will also like work with that. Like, are obviously like, you know, like you know, even yes, Lackadaisy, even they like all those shows are like massively popular compared to like big studios right now. Like, it's really funny the fact that that the official Disney like YouTube channel still gets less views than the Glitch. It's really funny. They get like less views than they get less views than people's with like millions of subs, like independent animators.
I'm literally on Newgrounds and see a painting that was made just an hour ago, and the description literally says trying a slightly different style inspired by the early 2000s scene style. I kinda FW it TBH. I copied and pasted the message.
Okay. Forwarded it, to be honest. Okay. Slightly different style inspired by the early 2000s scene style. Yeah, that's fair. That's my style, so the one I use. Yeah, no, I mean, fucking, yeah, I can't believe I was tricked, man. I can't believe I got tricked like that. They're making another Raya movie? Raya didn't do well in China, though. Zootopia 2 did really well in China.
Some artists are looking back at the classic 2000s era of the internet.
Which is so ironic to call it 2000s, because I remember that shit. I remember living through that era, so it's really funny hearing people being like, "Oh yeah, let's look at the classic 2000s." I'm like, that's classic now? All right. I'm like, I'm not complaining shit. It's like, do I feel old? I've been feeling old. That doesn't really matter that much. I like how the stuff that has the highest views on the Disney like YouTube channel is how do you say it? It's all stuff from how do I say it? It's all like the stuff that is like showing like artists, like old artist processes and stuff. Like they have a 101 Dalmatians like side by side thing between like the sketches and like the what do you call it? Between the sketches and like the actual animation, and like that has like that one hit like a lot more views, which is really funny to think about. Oh god, they gave a, oh no, I didn't even realize they reposted a video of a Disney adult like channel. Oh god. Oh jeez, that's something. That is something. I don't even know what half of these things are. I'm gonna be completely honest. I think Glitch and like Glitch Studios and Spindle Horse are probably, maybe not Spindle Horse, but I have a feeling like Glitch Studios or like some kind of studio, like indie studio in the future, is gonna be considered like a quote unquote classic for like in the future for some odd reason, and I am okay with that. It's very funny that corporations are like large corporations are really just losing their fan bases. and like other artists are starting to take the heat, like take the forefront. And crazy, like actual genuine art is doing better than giant corporate studio slop. Crazy. God. Live action shit is still doing okay though, and remakes and shit, which kind of suck, but oh well. You know. I mean, you know, if we get a Zootopia 2, if after fucking every what do you call it? If we get a Zootopia 2 after like fucking every like if we get a Zootopia 2, like if it takes like a remake to make a Zootopia 2, then I am okay with that, you know. I don't, you know, to fund like a bunch of other interesting movies, then I am 1000% okay with that. Ugh. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like crazy by this point, but I'm like, fuck man, I'd rather just watch a bunch of indie creators than ever have to like I literally don't watch Disney stuff anymore. Like the last thing I watched was that, you know, even like Hoppers, I think is like, I don't know.
I honestly prefer live action over animations, but I was upset along with everyone else when some people online said that animations are for kids only. I also heard that the Disney live action movies are terrible.
Yeah. Anybody that says like animation is for kids only are very immature. They clearly have never watched like adult animation, like ever. You know, they clearly have not actually watched like, you know, like heartwarming scenes in like Final Space, or like maybe or fucking like, you know, or like Primal. Like it, I don't know. I'm trying to think of like a movie that's like very heartwarming, or even fucking, I guess Iron Giant technically could be, but I don't know. Like they've never seen empathetic scenes in like in Adventure Time and like Regular Show and like trying to think of shows that like even fucking they've clearly never seen the bar scene in like or the fast food like episode in like in Digital Circus. So it's like it's very clear to me that there are these people that really just don't want to explore like the internet sometimes, and like not explore, but like don't want to just like actually give like some indie animation a chance because they rather just have shit fed to them rather than actually like, you know, be interested in real art. I don't know. Trying to see, Hoppers is made by Pixar, so never mind. Yeah. I didn't really like Hoppers. I hear is fucking chaotic as hell, dude. That movie I hear is insanity. Like I like I just like listen to somebody like talk about it, and yeah, they were straight up like telling me it's like, yeah, like I had a friend that really hates it, but I hear it's bad shit insane, and I'm like, you know what? That sounds like my kind of movie. I probably will actually like Hoppers. I should try to watch Hoppers at one point, because like if it's as bad shit insane as people say it is, I am totally down for it. It sounds like my kind of movie. So I love shit that's like nuts. I love things that are just wild. Like it's, I guess apparently like it's one of those scripts like it's also a little bit better like if it's chaotic, I hope that it's actually chaotic and it's not like Mitchell's versus Machines, because Mitchell's versus Machines is a very millennial coded like movie for sure. And I wasn't a fan of it, but then it won me over like later, and I was like so much of like a fan of it. The only reason why I did it so much was because it was like, because there's so many like millennials that were like millennial coring it. Oh yeah, of course I like Weird Al. Who doesn't like, well, I guess a lot of people don't like Weird Al, but I like him. I like Weird Al when he's just in random shit. I just like him in like I like the dude in general, like with stuff that he like where he just cameos just in random shit. I like that. I like that fact about him. You know, he's just a guy. And I think that's great. You know, he's a goofy dude, and he goes into it. He's literally Weird Al. You know, his parodies were pretty fine. I mean, they're goofy as hell, like they've always been. But like, or his music parodies have always been fine and goofy. But like, the stuff that I really like is when he gets like really existential, like where it's like something where you know, you could talk about like some crazy history, and it could be like about rape, and then that kind of stuff that like where he just makes like a really uncomfortable thing, like he makes a like light of an uncomfortable thing to show people like how insane like or how much people should really be paying attention to something, you know. Like it's amazing like how this guy like tends to bring light to certain issues, you know. I don't know. It's just unfortunately he's a lot older now, so people probably don't appreciate him as much. He was he was definitely ahead of his time because a lot of people that were like, because he came around the same generation as I think my parents' generation. I'm trying to figure out like when he was around, because my mother even knew who he was at the time, and she was like, oh yeah, well I was never really a fan of Weird Al when I was a kid. And I was like, okay, so or not a kid, but like a teen, because she was a teen, I think, when that happened. Also, that's an L. I need an F. Sorry. Oops. Oops. Damn it, I keep hitting control. Yeah, I need to think about the time that he was around, because damn it, I keep accidentally hitting shortcuts. Okay. It's just I keep hitting Control F instead of Shift F. Let me see here. Weird Al age. Let's see. Yeah, he's 66. So yeah, and he was popular in the 80s, I think it was. 70s or 80s, I think. So yeah, he was popular like in the 80s, I think, which is when he was what, like 30 something? Let me see. 9. Yeah, he was 21. So yeah, he was popular in the 80s, and then like my mother wasn't a fan of him, but clearly that's always the weird thing. This is kind of like, so the Invader Zim of like the Gen Alpha, Gen Z time, or like the late Gen Z time, like where I'm weirded out, like where it feels so strange that people are into like Invader Zim at the time, when like, you know, or people, future generations are into Invader Zim. Like, that's the Weird Al of my time, if that makes any sense. Like, that's the thing, is I think with Weird Al, maybe people like my parents' generation didn't like him, but we do. Like, our generation likes them because, like, they're very, like, progressive for the time that they were around, you know? They were very, like, you know, they're just chill, if that makes any sense. They just were not even the right opinions, but like I guess they just had, I mean, I guess yeah, they did have the right opinions. They just were people that treat like he was a guy that treated people like people before like people actually treated those people like people. Am I making any sense? You know, the guy that basically did everything because it was funny and didn't really give a shit about like how do I say this? So there's people that make entertainment for the sake of having
He treated
fun.
actually people like people.
Yeah, exactly. He treated people like people. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like, rather than basically being like those people that try to take credit for being like, you know, for being ahead of their time, or like somebody that's like, oh yeah, well I'm doing this, like trying to do it for attention. He just did it because he was like, he never really thought about the fact of just like discriminating against people. And that's such a beautiful thing, right? Like, it doesn't matter exactly, like, you know, the time. He was a guy that didn't discriminate against people because he didn't really, because...
And now does what he wants without remorse, and people join in on his silly, happy-go-lucky, careless attitude.
Exactly. That's the thing, is, like, there was no point to being angry about everything, and he knew that, right? Like, there was real problems in the world, and he obviously pointed those out, but obviously when it came to like very petty things, he knew what was petty and what wasn't, and that's what was so beautiful about about him, you know. He obviously was just very goofy, and he liked being goofy, and he rather and if it, you know, and he rather not take everybody else's opinion at the time, and he was ahead of his time for that, you know. Like it sounds crazy, like, you know, like even this was even at the time when, like, you know, he obviously like
in general, Al just acted like his silly, childish self, and people realized that's how we should be.
Exactly, dude. Honestly, he was like, I mean, he was ahead of his time when it came to, like, you know, like mixed race, like, because even, yeah, at the time, even mixed race stuff was like not common. People like actually dating their own race, or like dating different races was different, and he was like, I don't care. So he made like, he made like, he literally had like a mixed race couple, like, what do I call it? Like I think even made a joke of being like, I don't care. It's funny. Like, he's like, I don't care, it exists. And like, there's obviously more problems in the world. And then obviously with gay people, he was surprised, like, you know, you'd be surprised, but yeah, no, gay people, he was very for that, you know. And he was like, why should people care, you know? And then like, obviously gaming, even he was ahead on that. He was ahead on gaming. He was ahead on even like rap music, where he wasn't necessarily making fun of like, he didn't attack people for rap music or for being rappers. He just was like, hey, this sounds silly and fun. I'm just gonna make like really sub-level, surface level jokes because it's funny, rather than like be like, oh yeah, with these rappers and they're like gangster music. They're like, nah, this is just fun. I'm like, this is hella fun. I think it would be hilarious that I'm a white guy making raps, before obviously like Eminem and shit, but you know, and it worked, right? Like, dude thought it was, and people thought it was hilarious, you know, like like, you know, like maybe he inspired Eminem. I don't know, paying like, yeah, you know, it's like, oh man, look at this, I'm a white guy rapping, isn't that funny? It's like, isn't that hilarious? It's like, obviously, clearly I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, and it, you know, it's great, dude, you know? Like, trying to think. Anything else? I don't know, dude. Oh, the furry thing. Really kind of crazy that, like, before, like even it's really funny that like he also kind of was like he's like, oh hey, look, people in animal costumes, that's hilarious. It's like, or people in animal costumes, that's interesting. And it's like,
I do also recall comments about Tupac being a fan of Shakespeare and ballet.
Tupac being a fan of Shakespeare and ballet, yeah, well, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that I actually know that one's confirmed, because I know he was a huge fan of ballet, which is the reason why kind of people got back into ballet at that time, which sounds insane, but it's true. I ain't wrong. Ballet is a fucking hell of a goddamn, it's fucking difficult as hell to do, and they fuck up their feet like crazy, but I mean, it's an art form for sure, dude. I'm just like, God, oh, those feet, those poor feet. I'm not a foot person, obviously. Sorry. I'm not trying to be like, oh yeah, those feet. Oh yeah, I'm really into feet now. I don't know. Again, I'm just like, you know, I just like, dude, those poor feet just getting destroyed, man.
Dancing is definitely an art form and takes a lot of physical activity.
Yeah, they're literally destroying their body for their arts, and like, you know what? Good on them. Like, 'cause holy fuck, man. Second. Yeah. Oh no, dude. I'm trying to think of what else. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Weird Al. Oh yeah, Weird Al also is weirdly really knowledgeable about history. Like, Weird Al is heavily knowledgeable about history. That is also one crazy thing. He is so knowledgeable about history. It is nuts. Like, that's also the crazy thing. He's not also just funny. He's also really fucking smart. He's an intelligent dude, man. He is really smart for somebody that's like really goofy, like, or just like a really goofy guy. Like, he's very smart for somebody that just makes like goofy goofy things, I guess now, 'cause he's always been doing that for a while now. He's been also the internet, like, damn, he predicted the internet even. Like, I just like, you know, it's still really crazy to me the fact that he was also like a part of like just what do you call it? Not a part, but he like even with like gaming channels and shit, he was like he would like collaborate with like YouTubers and stuff at like even before a lot of other big celebrities did. It's so odd. This guy like genuinely is just a cool dude. Like it's so wild how cool this dude was, man. Like, just the simple fact that this guy just, like, genuinely has just been everywhere, like, just shows the fact that he just does not, like, he just wants to have fun with whatever life he has. And that's great, man. Like, I don't know. This is the reason why, like, it sucks because I'm not gonna ever watch his show or, like, look at his, yeah, I'm not gonna probably see his movie or watch his show, but like, goddamn, man, like he deserves it. Like out of everybody, he hella deserves it. So
Innovation and jumping on new trends can really work wonders for your career, but only if you're actually creative.
yeah, that's true, and you know, he's a pretty creative person. I'll say that he's a very, 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 very intelligent and creative person. So yeah, I mean. Yeah. Trying to see what he also, like, has involved himself in, because, like, I wonder exactly... I don't know, he just jumps from thing to thing a lot. I'm just wondering what he does now. I guess he's a director for probably his movie now, let's be honest. Oh, yeah, he got interviewed by John Mayer. I have no idea who that is. That's cool. Oh, and he's in a cartoon again. Cool. Or he makes cameos in cartoons like crazy as well. Very recently, I guess. Good to know. This guy really just pops up everywhere, doesn't he? In an interview. Oh god, he even talks about like his past history of like everything. Yeah, like God, man, dude, he's such a joyous guy. So crazy, man. Like it's amazing that this dude is just like so upbeat and awesome all the time. I mean, probably not all the time. He probably had his moments, but dude. Let's see. Weird Al Yankovic is a lesbian for some odd reason, I guess, is also a PSA thing. That's not him, it's just somebody made that. Trapped in drive-thru, yeah. This guy just is fucking everywhere. I'm just trying to figure out what he's doing now. I think it's directing a show. That's the... Yeah, I think that's the thing.
There should be a weird color and a weird chefs. Oh wait.
Weird color and a weird
You're already
chefs.
weird, lol.
Exactly. Ba-ding-ching. The fuck? He was in a Pokemon thing? Huh? Oh, okay. Wow. Interesting. Wow. Yeah, God, this guy is in so many things. Like, it's so fucking crazy. Just wonder what he, like, yeah. This guy's in so many fucking things. Oh god. Oh god. He was on the Little Person podcast 4 weeks ago. That's hilarious. Hold on, wait.
Hey everybody, welcome.
That's
it's more
awesome.
than a feeling. More than a feeling. When I eat my own toenails. More than a feeling. Boston. More than a feeling. Misheard lyrics.
More than a feeling. Bustin, more than feel like this are lyrics, yeah. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, he's in a little person podcast. That's so funny. I'm sorry, there's nothing funny about little people. I just think it's kind of wild. He's even in that too. That's crazy. This podcast isn't even that large. Hold on. How many subs do these guys have? What the hell? Oh, okay, never mind. It's kind of large. 200k though. That's still interesting. So the highest person is the 200k, but still. Oh, it's a comedian. Interesting.
I feel 11 turkeys creeping up on me. So real. Taylor Swift, Lavender Haze, misheard lyrics.
Yeah. Oh god. I'm assuming these are Weird Al, like, lyrics. God damn, dude. Wow.
Not real Weird Al lyrics. I just want to be weird too.
Ugh, fair enough. Is that what you misheard, or did you pull that from like a video or something? Oh, this guy has. This. Man, this guy's everywhere, man. God damn. Yeah, I don't know. Weird Al has been in so many places. It's amazing, dude. You just search Weird Al and you just get so much stuff. It's amazing. Hold on, hold on, let me see.
Both. Pulled from the internet and also my own misheard lyrics.
I gotcha. Hold on. See, let me check his Twitter. Let me see what he's actually doing, like, right now, because I see a bunch of other cool things, but...
We've got to hold on to what we got. It doesn't make a difference if we're naked or not. Bon Jovi, living on a prayer.
Okay, sorry, really should not go on Twitter because I also have this artist that tends to like he like screen records like fucking AI bros, like fucking putting, or like he like screen records like AI bros like videos, and then he responds to it, like not reposting it, but he like records it and then puts like a tweet and goes like, yeah, this fucking AI slop garbage. And then to counter it, he puts like 5 other indie artists stuff on his page. He reposts a lot of stuff, but he also makes his own art too, so you know. I don't know. It's interesting. I actually do not know which one is his. Uh-oh.
We've got to hold on to what we've got. It doesn't make a difference if we're naked or not. We've got each other and that's a lot for love. We'll give it a shot. Bon Jovi, living on a prayer.
Wait, is this an official thing? Oh, okay, that's really funny. He was pretending to be a like a news publisher. Got it. All right. Well, I don't think I'm ever gonna see him because he probably oh, he put Oh, that's cool. He I didn't even realize this. He's made a thing for Trans Pride Day, or like what was it, damn it, what's it called, Daddy, mommy, fucking taste. Hey, wait, sorry. Yeah, International Transgender Day of Visibility. Yeah, interesting. I guess he said something about that and was like, yeah, happy. Dang, that's like a mouthful. I'm surprised he even remembered the name. International Transgender Day of Visibility. I don't even know if I would even remember that. God damn. Good on him. Shit. I'm like, wow, damn, cool. Awesome. Wow, okay, good on him. Oh, fuck, it's already almost time. God damn it. I was gonna fucking do a fishing stream,
Is your head spinning?
but...
Is your heart racing? Is there fire in your veins? Are your balls bouncing? Is your dick throbbing? Cause you're driving me insane. Actual satirical lyrics I wrote earlier this week.
That's funny. Fuck. Oh god, hold on. Okay. Yeah, since I'm having a million ADHD moments, like the fuck am I
You and me both, LOL.
oh, fuck.
Well, what's this?
Someone animated this. Someone animated this, brother. Someone took time to rig these models and animate them. Oh, dude. Brother.
Perfect.
Like, see, this is the difference, man. Oh, sorry, I didn't even show the twerking. I didn't show the twerking fucking kinger. Sorry. There you go. There you go. There. Like, someone took time to make this, by the way. I don't know what to say. Like, what? Kinger really be schmoovin'. Damn, I know I like Kinger, but goddamn. Oh my god, dude.
Bless their soul, whoever made this.
Dude, this is what I'm saying,
This is
man.
what the internet is for.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying, man. Like, I just, like, there's so many things that, like, this is the reason why we have to, like, make sure that, like, internet culture just kind of stays, like, you know, what do you call it? At least, like, stays as chaotic as it is. Because, like, if, like, this is, I do not have the same reaction to AI as I would that. Are you serious? Like, you would not be telling me that AI would be able to do this. Don't even pretend. Don't even pretend that it would make something this fucking chaotic. Like, it's 10 seconds long. Or, sorry, it's 15 seconds long, and it's the most fucking, it's chaotic as hell, dude. Like, it's only something that a human mind can make. You cannot tell me that, like, somebody would be like, oh, we'll just use AI. Bullshit. Bullshit, man. It's like the simple fact that I know that someone took their fucking time out of their day and was like, they took probably weeks to make that shit, brother. They probably took like a week to make that, man. Or like maybe longer. I don't know. It probably took them a week to basically be like, oh man. Hell, you know what I think? I'm gonna make a troll face. I'm gonna have rig a Kane model and like to make a troll face. And then I'm going to rig a Kinger twerking. Like, you had to somehow put this together in your brain to be like, you know what, I'm gonna make Kane like have a troll face and throw him in a bus and have him try to run over Kinger, but instead, oh, plot twist, Kinger twerks instead of, like, gets hit by the bus. Only a human brain can think about that. Like, you cannot tell me that a machine can even think chaotically like that. Oh my god, that is insanity. That is insanity. Virtual insanity. Ay, ay, ay. Hey, brother, it's like this shit like that. I just don't think AI will ever be able to replicate. Like I said, it's really good at shitposting, but it's good at like AI shitposting. Shitposting like that, like this. Shitposting this fucking thing, I just don't think it can replicate this. I'm sorry, it can't. There ain't no way. Like I refuse that. There ain't no way. I love my lovelies. Oh god. I love how his eyes look back at you like for a second too. Jesus Christ. What else has this person made? Oh god.
My women keep me warm. Just do it in your butt. BGs, you should be dancing. Misheard lyrics.
It's very Gen Z as like video, but fellow shitposter, I see. Good Jesus Christ, hold on. Sorry, one more.
Throwing down the towel. Kane, bring on.
I love that it's... God, no.
Wait.
Oh, this guy actually, like, makes, like, full-fledged videos. Whoa, look at that art, dude. Whoa. Oh, that's cool as hell, man. Wow. That's cool as hell. Brother, this guy just lives, breathes the chaos. Ghostface versus Scarecrow? Wait, hold on, sorry.
Stu, I'm tired. Don't worry, Billy. I just found a guy who looks scrawny enough for us to bully. I think we got one. Someone you can finally kill. Someone who's good enough to fight you. Someone... I'm pretty sure anybody can beat, given that he looks like a scarecrow. I think you got this. I feel like it's gonna be some kind of monster like Slender Man, or Michael Myers, or hell, even Chucky. I'll take Chucky at this point. Where is he, Stu? I actually have no idea.
I'm really invested.
Stu, where are you? He can't hear you, Billy. But I can. How do you know my name? Did you find my Grindr profile? My Tinder? My Jerkmate?
See, this is the kind of stuff that I also like too, is just like when they just use default pictures from the movies and shit, rather than, you know, this is kind of the thing. I genuinely think like stuff like this is great shitposting material, right? Because like just imagine if all these images were AI, it just wouldn't hit as hard. Like stuff like this just doesn't hit that hard when you actually like, you know, use AI. Like this is just using general images from games and movies. Screenshots just are perfect enough.
No, this cannot be real. No way, Stu did this to me. Don't worry, Billy.
And meme photos, of course.
Oh no way, please. You gotta be joking, right? You're breaking, you're pulling on my leg, right? Oh god. Stu, why is there a juiced up backbreaker in here?
Juiced up? And I haven't even used this stuff yet. But if you want to see what it does, I'll be more than obliged.
Billy, how are we?
Wow. I'm gonna assume that probably there's a bunch of short stuff and he's made like a massive narrative. Because I think I'm probably missing a lot of context here now. It's very clear that he's been doing this for a while, so... Good god. Oh my god. Oh my lord. Okay. This guy's been doing this for a while. Why did they whitewash Oreos? What? Hold on. Wait.
Alright, Stu. Yeah.
I did not click on that video. Hold on. I went to the one where there's the Oreos. Why did it take me to a different video?
Man, when the fuck did they whitewash the Oreo? What is this shit, man? I don't think I've ever seen the golden Oreo. The golden order. Foul tarnished. Man.
That dude does a very good, not Voldemort, the fuck is the impression of that? He was like a very good, it's like a licensed character. Old as 66. Palpatine. He does a good Palpatine. Anyway,